Welcome everyone back to the Titillating terror known as the Tontine. If I double check the recording and is not recording this right now, despite obviously showing that it is recording, I will kill whoever invented OBS. This is a threat. This is legally actionable. I am going to hunt them down. I'm going to kill them. Prosecute me. So anyway, as we last left off our ne'er-do-wells, they had attempted to hijack themselves into what is essentially the collective consciousness of every dreaming creature within a continent full of 8 million people. Obviously, they succeeded because nothing can ever stop them. However, they failed to account for some of the fail-safes, and they inadvertently ended up releasing an elder brain who has emerged from his stasis and is now liberated from untold millennia of slavery at the hands of people who are not just giant floating brains. He is deeply displeased. He emerges from his lair, and I'm just going to go off on the narration here. We're not in combat right now. You can act shocked. Go ahead. At last, millennia, tens of millennia, under the slavery of these foul creatures. Hold on a second. The lot of you look different. You're paler, less hair. What's the meaning of this?
We're here to be your new friends.
Oh no, Massa.
when you open your mouth, he looks at you, and you can see like ripples go over his cerebrum, like, which you can immediately intuit as revulsion. And then there's a brief moment, and then you get a telepathic message, and you go, and you hear him say, "Cousin?
How's it going?"
It seems we are related. The brine strengthens the voice. It seems that you have yet to undergo the ritual. I think you and I can see," he pauses for a moment, "brain to brain here.
Yeah.
What brings you here?"
I know you are angry. And I know you want to be free. But you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. I can free you and bring you to a place where you will be happy and free. It's a place called Drome. If you stay here for a little bit longer, I will take you there.
You see a slithering tentacle emerge from this brine vat. And you see the tentacle kind of prop up, and it's near you and next to you. What is this? Let me see here. Technically, no.
Oh, okay.
He'd have to
If I
let
cast
you in.
detect thoughts.
Then yeah. Now, you feel that the tentacle is attempting to broach deeper into your consciousness.
That's fine.
You can tell that it's illithid stuff. You know what's up. It's like a handshake. So you let him in?
Yeah.
Okay. You feel the elder brain's consciousness burrow into your mind and kind of just scroll through your mind like he's going through a folder labeled Drome.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a brief pause, and he goes, "It seems that you are perhaps broaching a satisfactory deal. Let me mull this for a brief moment." Now I need everyone to roll initiative. You're not actually engaging in combat. What he's doing is when he's thinking of it, he's thinking if he can kick your ass. So if you kill him here, you basically ally with him. Because he's like, "No." If he wins, it might take a little bit more persuading.
What I got? Oh shit. It's okay.
Damn, this elder brain
Why
is...
is it down at plus 0.01?
I don't know, it just does that.
It's like an
It works.
average thing.
I don't know
Why
what.
does it do?
I don't know. What to fix it later.
I think it's like an average thing.
What's his faces?
It does it on some of them and not all of them, and I don't know why.
Damn.
Not that he could do anything. Good old Jack, surrendering everything that's valuable to him in order to placate some deep desire to take. Wait a minute. He's the most powerful sub in the universe. So, we are going to be taking this from the top. It is Oleander, because the goddamn Elder Brain has a flat dex modifier, because it's a giant floating brain. So, what would you like to do?
Oleander will walk forward, having heard this conversation.
That was all telepathically.
But I
Oh, you didn't?
I
Okay.
cast the detect thoughts, so that
You just
way I
let
was
you
able
in.
to
Do I-
chime in with. No, I just eavesdrop on your
Fair enough.
conversation. That's
fair.
I can't.
That's fair.
She'll go.
Mr. Elderbrain, I think I have to agree with. What's your character's name again?
Cog.
I have to agree with Cog here in the fact that if you help us, we can help you a little bit down the road. If you just kindly go back to sleep so we can finish our mission, then we'll all be friends.
Give me a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
That's not gonna be good. I am gonna have Oak help me.
Sure.
Because
that was flat.
he has a 19 intelligence, so he's a little bit smarter, so he could like walk over and be like, well, yeah, you may wanna not do this.
He's smart enough to knock off the thing so he's free from the burden of sentience.
Like, thud.
Hey, not bad. Okay. Wait, why did someone roll athletics?
I did not.
Why not?
What?
It's a nat 1, so it loses, right?
Yeah?
The brain looks at you and then ponders for a moment. Now, mind you, this is basically the brain doing the calculation, so it's anticipating you making some kind of counter argument. The brain looks at you, and then basically the brain's little vision dissipates and it comes back. It's only been a few seconds of time, and it's like, I believe that perhaps it would be amenable if we cooperated in these strange times. I believe your friend here has made some convincing arguments, and after some thought, I believe it would work in our favors to cooperate.
Yay!
Also,
Can you get back in your jar, though?
I am not going to back to slumber. I have been slumbering for 89 years. I have no need for sleep, although I am hungry. Could you fetch me something?
What do you eat?
A tentacle comes out and it points towards a large series of glass vials along the wall, where there is a kind of thick, strange, congealed, kind of gray substance in it.
I'll have Oak.
Gray substance?
Yeah.
It's fucking brain.
I'll have Oak go
Yeah.
over, grab one of the brains, and walk as close as he can get, and just chuck it.
It's more like the brains have been like purified, like liquefied almost. Like it's like a slurry, and there's like a
God.
bowl.
It's
It's brain
matter.
smoothies.
It's brain smoothies. So like there's like a little bowl, and actually there's a little sign on it in common that says brain slop.
brain ice cream.
Yeah, I'll have Oak serve the elder brain a thing of slop.
Okay. He comes over. The elder brain grabs it, dumps it over his body, and starts rubbing it over all of his lobes with his tentacles, and then telepathically broadcasts. He's like, I'm not myself when I wake up and I'm hungry. Now, I believe one good turn deserves another. Why are you here? In pauses for a moment. What I could only assume is a military facility, and there's something strange about the air.
Was that targeted towards me?
It's everyone. It was like a broad spectrum telepathic beacon.
Nope. That's
I don't have any fucking notes on this.
What are we here to do?
Okay, you're in the moorland in order to go to the museum in order to discern that one eldritch artifact that's in this. You're just in the
trying to
sewers.
get
We're
that
getting a book, right?
Yeah, you're getting a
Yeah,
book,
We're
yeah.
getting a book from the museum.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and we
Got
already
lost.
took down the magical barrier, so that we're inside the
Correct.
barrier. Yeah.
The elder brain extends out its tentacle towards basically the entire party. Do you broach contact with the elder brain?
Absolutely. I already had a telepathic connection with detect thoughts.
Okay. You hear basically what is the psychic equivalent of a polite knock on your consciousness. Do you let the elder brain in?
Deeper?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll do it.
Now this is basically, do you let him in or not? Because if you don't let him in, then it's not in a position to force its way in, because that would not behoove it. What would you like to do? You gonna let him in or not?
I'll let him in for now.
You feel the outer brain parsing through your confines of your mind, eventually deducing the source of your mission. It also acquires this intelligence from Cog. Now I imagine Grimnismal, Noros, and Garel, the three of you do not allow the elder brain to
What
probe.
about
Huh?
Oh, yeah, let me roll something for.
He would not.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, I don't think he would do that. All right. Noros would definitely not. So yeah, he thumbs through your consciousness and gets a feel of it. It's like, in a country called Sire, there's this cataclysm known as the Mournland, which has destroyed this country. I'm in a military facility, and him. You found a creature downstairs known as the Waking Dreamer. That creature is a pox on my side. It's been incessantly badgering me for 89 years. Constantly trying to use my mind to broach the confines of planar travel. It's like you're trying to take a nap, and every time you finally settle in, someone barges in and then starts rummaging through your papers and making racket. I don't care for that creature. I can see that you are here. I do not know of this museum, but there have been creatures that have come in here, faint whispers and flickers of them. I can tell through my mind that the nearest creatures with thoughts are upon the surface. The sewers are clear, several miles out in every direction. You will be unbothered on your way to the museum, if it is even in any direction around us. Is there anything else you would like to know?
How do we get there?
I am unfamiliar with the region, but I imagine there are likely maps and other things in the area. I think you actually did find a map of the sewer system. You did. You found a map in the sewer system through the previous session, and I think Cog has that
Oh,
map.
shit. That's the coin I'm gonna use.
The pirate one.
The druid one.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have one druid's coin. I'm hardly in a position to move, but I am agreeable in your friend Cog's offer to broach assistance. But I'm a bit, dare they say, vulnerable on the move. I am not known for my briskness. So if you would allow me some safety and security while we travel, I would greatly appreciate it.
Well, not to be offensive, but,
The anti-illith, the defamation league. No, I'm fine, thank you.
It's coming with us.
I think someone else who's smarter than me, like Boots, should decide whether or not.
Brain boy.
Oh shit. I don't like making decisions.
The wizard just shuffling around through his notes like, there's gotta be something in here. What to do if an elder brain wants to be your best friend.
I
Why is this coming with us? Where's what? I'm very confused as to what on the inside.
Do you want to come with us now?
The creature is going to make a quick intelligence check. Whoops, that was the wrong one. Alright. I've determined, based on the most cursory examinations, that we are not in normal times. I am a creature that is most vulnerable on the move. Staying here means languishing and dying as my brain supply slowly whittles away. I have no means of moving safely. You lot have inadvertently rescued me. I owe you some semblance of a debt. It does not behoove me to attack you, because you are my best chance to get out of here alive. And for that, I shall extend some courtesies. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But I am slow, quite slow, and I'd be a large moving target. I would need some semblance of basically an armed detail in order to get out of here. If you could broach that assistance, I would be most amenable.
Where are you gonna go?
We discussed going.
To the daughters of Sorkel.
We're gonna walk all the way. We got a mission.
No, here's.
You don't get a fucking book and get back.
Yeah, Drome is pretty far away.
It's pretty far.
We have something that can get to anywhere, as far as we know. No, wait. Question for the DM.
Hmm.
Can that little teleportation thing go anywhere, or just the places where the like?
Anywhere you want, basically. What you do is it's Fallout 4. You're inside the Institute style, where you can teleport to the Institute, and then from the Institute you can teleport anywhere else. It's just you have to go there first before you can go anywhere else. It's like it's circuitous, but as long as you're there, you can go
So
anywhere
you're
you want.
suggesting? Oh, let me do this in character.
So you're suggesting that on our way out, we bring it with us, and then we bring it to the facility, and then we just have it go to Jerome.
Pretty much.
That's a good idea.
You have a way of talking to the professor.
The communications in and out of the Mournland are difficult. If you were out of the Mournland, you would be able to. Now, there's one thing I could broach, is that I can tell the travel in this area is a bit strange. I can even feel my psychic pressure, my ability to sense psychic energy wavering in and out. Creatures pop in and out of existence within my range, one to the other, to the other, to the other. I fear that spatially we're at a bit of an odds here. I either come with you, or if I stay here, you may never find me again, which is a concern. As long as I am given some semblance of support, I can no doubt provide backup, which you know is pretty impressive. You can basically hold monster at will and stuff. He's gonna fuck up anyone that gets in your way. But you gotta make sure no one gets close, because he's a giant squishy brain with like no AC. And he's a standard Elder Brain stat block. And you would be vaguely familiar with how they are. He's exactly like it is out of the book. No modifications. Oh, except for one. His intelligence is slightly higher than usual. 22 instead of 20.
Damn.
So what would we like to do with our dear Elder Brain friend?
Why, can you even get through the fucking door?
Yeah, you can.
Can you shrink yourself?
You know what? I'm gonna give him enlarge and reduce now. And you see like him just go
I
like
think I
touch his cerebrum and then he becomes relatively small, like the size of a doghouse.
That makes it a lot easier.
do you wanna hop in my bag for a little bit?
You see him lash out a tentacle and lift open the bag, look in the bag, shut the bag, and go, no.
It's a bag of holding.
No, I don't think mine is a bag of
Oh.
holding. I didn't grab that.
No,
one.
you didn't grab that one. Someone has a bag of holding, I know. But he's gonna politely decline.
Ooh. How about
Something from the Tontine. Let me check in case it's anything again.
No, I was posting my new campaign.
Cream.
Shut up. Yeah, actually, you're shut up.
well? Now that you're small, how do you suppose we should head you?
Technically you could minor illusion him or something. Or
To a
seeming.
dog?
Huh? That's
To
a
a
dog?
dog?
That'd be hilarious. What do you want to do here?
Hang on.
Plant growth, summon Fae, healing spirit. Oh, I love healing spirit.
Oh, that only lasts 10 minutes, man.
Fuming, mirthful, or Trixie.
Oh, I have a
What do we got here? Let me see if he has anything in his
Ponder's
stuff.
Silent Sanctum
That would make him silent, but he can just levitate at will.
and kind of invisible
Huh, okay.
if he's like in the sphere.
Okay, that's not bad.
Wait, how small is he?
It's like a medium creature. Right now he's large. He's mean himself medium.
I was hoping it had fucking spells that I could cast.
If it could get smaller, I could wrist pocket it.
If someone else has enlarge reduce, I will allow you to turn him into a tiny little brain.
I have enlarge reduce.
Cast it again.
Okay.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Shoo! I don't like being this tiny, but I suppose it's better than nothing.
Right, I can put you in an extra dimensional space since you're that small.
You see him just open up the wrist pocket and go, the kitchen isn't. It's an open floor plan. Whatever, I'll tolerate it.
I'll grab some of that gray, like, that
You see him
green
just like
sludge, just so I can like hold onto it and like slather him with it if he needs it.
like you're basting a ham, an incredibly disgusting ham.
I mean, he is now the size of a
He
ham.
is the size of a ham.
Since
So literally, you could just dunk him into
I was
the
gonna
jar
say,
at that
since he's
point.
smaller, he can consume more.
What if we dunk him into
The brain goo jar.
He'll be pretty pleased. You want to do that, and then enlarge, reduce the fucking jar, and then put the jar in the wrist pocket. You
No,
can
no,
do
no, no,
that.
no. We just dunk him in and then stick him in the wrist pocket.
Alright, fine, you can do that.
Nora can cast levitate if needed.
Oh,
Oh, he can do it at will. How long does it last? You can just cast it on one of you if you want.
how long does a large reduce last?
Like an hour.
Okay.
Okay, it only lasts 10 minutes. So
Yeah, no.
if you want constant spamming levitate, he has to be out of the wrist pocket. Although you could just like yeet him out of there. How long
He
is
can
it?
float himself.
No, you can.
I mean, honestly, him being medium is
It's pretty
better
decent.
than nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, enlarge reduce only lasts a minute, so it wouldn't actually work. He'd have to
Because
KO.
he would immediately just. Out of it.
Could
I'd
I
be like, ah.
druid craft some shit to make him look not like an elder brain?
Yeah, sure. Give me a
Giant
crafting roll.
Floating bush.
Oh, so I used a spell slot for nothing.
You can take it back. Yeah, take it back since it didn't work. Okay, tell me what horrifying cockamamie nonsense you cook up inside a House Canaanith manufactory.
So there's all these dead trees. So I'll take some bark and I'll just kind of make him look like a dog.
A weird bark dog.
Is your dog okay?
It
I'll
has,
take,
it
like-
has no neck.
I'll take like bark and straw and I'll druid craft like pine cones for ears.
This is so stupid.
Or a big pine cone for a snout.
I suppose if the person looking at us was blind, they would momentarily think I was a dog on the verge of death. I commend you.
Or maybe if they're far enough away or something.
Just put a cloak on me and I'll just hover around. Pretend I'm Tensor's floating disc. It's not difficult.
Yeah, I'll just grab like a burlap sack and just throw a burlap sack.
Put some
over.
lipstick on me and size some eyes. What's up? Congrats! Now you have a giant, a modestly sized floating tentacled brain next to you, who is now your BFF. Due to a
Yeah.
prisoner's dilemma. Congrats.
Okay, how do we get out of here?
Oh wait, I have a school uniform. I just throw that on.
it's like, can you look like
Schoolgirl brain.
a woo? What's this? Don't you dare
Oh
type
my
in
god.
elder brain in school. You know what? Rule 34 exists. It's got to exist. It's got to exist. All right. You're still inside here. I remember that we wanted to do a. It's impossible. It can't exist. It can't exist. Okay, I was about to say no way. So, where do we want to? Okay, so shit posting aside, people. What do we want to do next? Because you have the Waking Dreamer downstairs, and I know that Noros and I think Cog wanted to strip the ever-loving fuck out of that room and try to steal as much as they could. There is a being of unknown origin downstairs with immeasurable power that is just sitting around minding his goddamn
I want
own
to figure
business.
out how to get to the museum.
You want to go to the museum? You all picked up a map that actually showed the sewer navigation way. It's like to the east. You can actually get there pretty quickly. So if you want to bumble around in here and do a little bit more investigation, you can, and you can get.
Come back here on our way out.
You might not be able to come back.
Right, I guess you go
Steal.
downstairs then. Just real quick and take shit.
I was gonna
go.
say, real quick investigation check.
Oh, where is the pillar that someone ripped out of the ground?
Well,
What?
Didn't someone rip a pillar out of the ground and then bring it upstairs to the Elder Brain? I
No.
remember this.
No.
No,
I totally remember this.
smoking crack, my dude.
All right, whatever. What happened? Because it's like part of the fucking entire elaboration here. So I'm just gonna go along
who
with
the
that
fuck has? No one has the strength to do that in our group.
now. Everyone's a weakling, which is so beautiful.
Literally, no one has. I don't think. Well, let me check.
Okay, well let me
Probably do.
make,
Yeah,
let me
no,
make
he
us
has
go
14
back.
strength, there's no way.
Let's make us go back to the looking glass. All right, what do we
Okay,
want to do
great.
here in order to examine the machinery and deduce how it works before we fuck off to the museum where all my enormous lore blocks can actually be used?
Can I cast Arcana?
Anything
Yes, you can.
that's worth a damn. I'm gonna investigate for anything worth.
Same.
Same.
Say, God
Can I roll?
damn. Emergency
I
money
cannot-
stash.
oh, it's 'cause
Do
I
not
haven't fully
open
loaded
unless
yet.
emergency.
Oh.
Yeah, just give it a minute. I actually hasn't loaded on mine either. This better not have bricked. So.
Oh god, I got a nat 1.
Oh,
Nat
that's
17. That makes no
So
sense.
Nah,
it shit,
sad.
it shit itself on my end too, and I have no idea
Because
why.
it's just like constantly rolling. I'm gonna just re-roll whenever everything's done.
There we go.
We've
Bless you.
already dicked around in this room.
Not as
Out of the 13.
not as
on
in
the
depth.
original roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We
there's
haven't
like
stolen anything.
you haven't
we just
Correct.
kind of
stolen anything. This is the
Alright.
stealing stuff kind of rolling, you know.
Alright, anyway.
Alright, let's start from the top here. Let's see, we got a perception. Alright, I'm gonna give you kind of an overlay of the room and what you all immediately apprehend based on what you've done, and then you can react appropriately. Okay, let me see. One of the pillars during the magical surge was actually knocked over. Your immediate understanding shows that the exterior of the pillar is covered in giant runes. The interior is a kind of odd pearl material that shines even in the darkness as it reflects things that only, as it seems to be reflecting light that only it can experience. You can probe this a little bit deeper, but I'll just keep kind of going. Does anyone want to look a little bit further at the weird pillar and its material?
I will go ahead and do that.
All right, go ahead and do so with advantage.
What am I rolling?
Arcana. Let's do
You
them.
know, Matt, nice, 27.
Jesus Christ. All right. You look at the material and determine that while the exterior of the pillar seems to be repurposed giant material, and I mean like it's not like huge material, it's like stuff made from giants. The runes are kind of rudimentary sigils that kind of tell you about divination magic and things of that nature. But as you look underneath it, you notice that this material is extraplanar and it comes from Dalcor. Now, does anyone here speak Quori? Nobody speaks Quori. You have no idea what the gibberish written on this interior pillar is. You do deduce that the giants seem to have repurposed Quarian magical technology and then use this to augment its spells. You do know what the material is. This pearl material is known as lucidite. It is the remnant of a dream where the person dreaming died. These are used for potent spellcasting for divination magic and other enchantment effects. Let me see here. As you kind of like look around the rest of the pillars, you determine that the four pillars seem to continuously cast the spell Dream, cycling between the myriad consciousnesses that are dreaming inside Dalquar, the realm of dreams. At times, it hones in on various intellects, but many what?
No.
Okay. But many are shielded from divination magic, such as this. Indirect sources are best. Like, for example, you can't exactly have it hijack the mind, go into the dreams of the King of Breland, because obviously that guy has warded his ass against that. But the guy's cook, who might hear him complaining about something while he's being served a meal, isn't. So you hijack that guy's dreams and see if he heard anything interesting, and basically Gestapo interrogate the guy in some kind of weird Inception ripoff that's actually good. Now, that's about the run and dry of what you can figure out here, even with a 27, because this is basically, it's like a magical game of technological telephone, where you have giants repurposing quarry technology, which is then repurposed by humans. It's a huge game of magical telephone. You have to do research on basically 3 entire branches of magic to even get close to understanding how it works. But at least you figure out how the materials and everything go together. Let me see here.
So giants did this?
You could tell that whatever the original source of this magic is that it's giants repurposing something the quarry made for some mysterious purpose.
Do I know that purpose?
You do not. This is not immediately apprehendable to you. Now, does anyone else want to do any other investigations? The other things that are weird in here is that the creepy, spooky creature is still on that table made of purple metal at the top of the counter. Does anyone want to investigate it in particular? And
There's no books all around it.
yeah, anyone who got the highest perception here?
Perception.
Yeah, let me see here.
Oh.
Oleander did perception. She'll just go.
Are we rolling?
Fucking nerd. Yeah, you can roll if you want. If you beat a 17, nope.
I go blind for a moment.
Nope.
Science. Okay,
Noros.
Noros. I guess Noros and Oleander. I guess. Okay, I know how to describe this. So Oleander, I imagine you were looking around the room, doing your darndest to be a very good, Christ-like druid, examining all the wood, everything that looks natural, and then you and Noros bump into one another, and you plop, and your gazes is then directed a bit further up, and you notice, because you've fallen on the ground, that underneath the table, because you can see how the table looks a little silvery gray and everything, you can see that is like a thin veneer over what seems to be a very bright, vibrant purple metal that immediately strikes you as extremely odd. Would you like to investigate?
Yeah.
Okay.
He can.
All right, now, How are you going to investigate the purple metal? You could tell that the waking dreamer is basically wrapped around the entire thing. You basically have to move him to kind of get like a really good look, or you can try, say, like an acrobatics check or something in order to squeeze in underneath him. But it will be.
I'll turn into a mouse.
Oh, cool. Yeah, fun. Do
And
that
then
then. All right, perfect. You go underneath, and it is a very vibrant purple metal. If you want to investigate it further, you're probably going to have to like touch it or get a little closer or
I'm
do
a
something.
mouse. I'm crawling on it, my dude.
I know, but it's like there's a reason why you have to touch it. You can tell that there's some kind of. Give me a wisdom saving throw. Actually, let's figure it out for you. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Damn.
You are about to touch it in some kind of like I'm a mouse, whatever. What the fuck could possibly go wrong? Then you get this like visceral, instinctual aversion to this almost. And as a matter of fact, Cog, I imagine you're probably intrigued by the fact that someone turned into a mouse and went under the table.
Sure.
I
I mean, if I saw it.
you definitely did. I mean, it's kind of obvious when like someone who's like what 5 foot something suddenly disappears and turns into a mouse.
5 foot even.
5 foot even just turns into a mouse. It'll be readily like that's a thing that is occurring, and I'm going to watch it. The mouse crawls underneath the table, and as you are watching him, you look at this purple metal, and it causes your skin to crawl. And right before you almost feel this almost instinctual urge to tell them not to touch it, you see the mouse extend out its teeny tiny paw. You have very good eyesight. It extend out teeny tiny little paw and about to touch it. And Oleander, you feel this thing almost repulsing you. You feel this kind of cool wash over your mind, and you immediately step away from this metal.
Can I touch it anyway?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
All right, let me look at the horrible thing that happens when you touch it. I forgot where I put this.
New character rolled.
So I need you to roll 2d6 plus 6.
Okay.
times. Okay. Now give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Durgar Rune Knight, baby.
Go ahead. Jesus
Damn.
Christ! What the hell? Okay, so
Fucking Brain Boy 2 over here.
you touch it, and you immediately start getting bombarded with what you can only imagine is the sensory impression of about several thousand creatures having a dream at once. So you get bombarded with this mental impression. Yeah, and you wisely take your fucking hand off of it, preventing you from suffering any ill effects because you are wise and peerless in your knowledge that suddenly embodying the wisdom of several thousand people will probably shatter your mind, your little tiny mouse mind. You hear a faint squeak as Oleander just rolls over and then covers their eyes with their little tiny paws. And then what would you like to do? How does everyone react to this thing?
I want to go over and investigate it.
How are you going to investigate it? You can
Telepathically, the mouse looks up, which is like bright green. It looks like
I love it.
a mouse made of flowers. Oh, it looks like a little hedge. It looks like a little made of like a little hedge.
It's like a hedgehog, but it's like a shrub or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, perfect.
It's like that Pokemon.
It's a chia.
Oh
It's a chia plant.
Yeah. It will look up at you, and telepathically, you just hear.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch that. It did not make my head feel good.
Why did you touch it?
I wanted to.
Looks like this.
It's a scientific experiment.
Exactly.
Are those pumpkins?
Are there pumpkins? There are pumpkins in here.
There are pumpkins and coffins. I'm by a coffin. I was gonna ask about that and be like, the fuck?
You
I-
cra- All right, what do you want to do, Grim Small? I mean, Boots. I always forget.
Boot, I think. So.
Oh, Boot. I always forget.
Boot
something.
singular.
Boot. What do you want to do, Boot?
I'm gonna cast Arcana again to see what.
You could do Identify if you want, but Identify does require you to touch the object. I'm also shocked no one has decided to pull the lever.
I was just.
I was about to say, can I? Oh. Instead
I
of
can mage hand if
investigating,
you want me to, but
All right. What do you want to? You can touch the lever technically and cast Identify
Is
if you would
this-
I'm
like.
gonna cast Identify on the lever.
Is the
Okay.
Dreamer of the Dark Ways technically dead? Is he technically a corpse?
Sort of, technically. Don't you dare try to revivify or something. No. He's the opposite of a celestial. That's the easiest thing I can tell you. Huh? Not that. Because you know how, like, there's celestials and there's undead, and then you have the weird stuff like Nightwalkers where they're treated as undead, but they're really just the opposite of something that's like good. You know, they're just creatures of entropy. It's kind of a gross fit. It wouldn't work on him.
What if I kill him?
Then yeah, that would work.
And then
Yeah, that would,
revivify?
yeah, that would work. Terrible idea to attack him though. So you want to touch the lever, Kronk?
Yes.
Okay, you touch the lever and you cast Identify. You determine that it's a normal, non-magical lever. When you pull it, it will do something non-magical.
Okay. I have deduced with my giant brain that whatever this lever does, it's not magical. Should I pull it?
Pull the lever, Kronk.
I'm still.
I'm not going to do this without everyone's consent.
If you want to.
Squeak.
You get a teeny tiny little thumbs up.
Okay.
Nora's?
I pull the.
That's a yes. All right, Nora's consents. Jack also consents because everyone forgot he's here. Actually, you know what? Jack disappeared. Something happened to him. I'll figure out how to cockamamie make it happen next session.
We went through a door in Sire.
Yeah, done. Bam, Bornland, done. He's gone. Simple. You pull the lever, and electricity starts to course from the pillars, and then there's this kind of shuddering motion as the entire building seems to jostle into place, and then all of a sudden a small piston just goes, and then just tips the Dreaming Dark at a 45-degree angle instead of a 90-degree angle, because he's like flat right now. And that's what the lever does.
Oh.
I'm gonna look through these papers on maybe what these potions are and these things in the
Is that
vials.
coffin actually there?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
inside?
what the fuck's in it?
Inside of it.
Just gonna back up a bit and mage hand it over.
Okay. You open it, and it has the desiccated remnants of a corpse in it. The corpse's head is missing, and it is wearing military yes, you can do that if you wanted. It has military insignia on it that is Karnathi.
I'm gonna frisk the body with the mage hand to see if there's anything about it.
Alright, you frisk the body. Give me an investigation check really quick.
I'm also looking at these anatomical diagrams.
Perfect. I'm so glad that I wrote a bunch
Oh
of
my
crap.
god!
Oh my
That
god!
is the second nat run I've had.
Your hand gets stuck in the skeleton.
It's a mage hand, so.
Oh, okay, then you're fine. You run
the
into
mage
the-
hand is
Doesn't
like.
exist.
Actually, you know what? This would be kind of funny. As you put the mage hand on the corpse, the mage hand immediately dissipates.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go up to it and do it myself. 23.
Okay. As you're rummaging around through it and everything, you come across a small necklace around the guy's neck. There's some infernal writing on it.
I do not speak infernal.
Anyone here speak infernal?
No.
No, I took.
Anybody have comprehend language?
I might.
Let's check.
Common Druidic, Elvish,
speak
Gnomish,
primordial.
Sylvan.
I know. Celestial, Common, Draconic.
Wait, you said
Elvish,
Infernal?
Giant,
Yeah.
Kahan speaks it, so. Haha!
Well, he's gone. So you have to find out later. Yeah, he's here.
What does it say?
Alright, fine. I'll just have him come over. You pantomime to the large lumbering oaf of a paladin as he grabs it and looks at it. And he starts mouthing off.
Can I alter self to make my eyes infernal and then read it?
No! That's not how this works. Also racist. So, you look at it, and it says, by virtue of the venomous demoscene, and you see that there's some other infernal sigils on it that are abjuration. Cajon is going to make, I guess, an arcana check.
Oh god, that's not good.
Alright, I guess he's going to ask a boot to do the arcana. Oh, he does well. You determine that it is a magical amulet that prevents magical pickpocketing. So, if a mage hand comes near, it dispels it, which is why that happened. Yeah, now you're immune to magical. So another arcane trickster is like, poof, what the fuck?
And I'm like,
Aside from that, there's some tattered remnants of military papers in there that are too weathered and destroyed to be read. You could attempt to piece them together. And then there's about 100 gold in his pockets.
sweet. 100 more gold.
Don't we have like
Millions.
300,000 each?
Each, yes.
Yeah, you owe a lot of money. You don't need money. Money is basically
Yeah,
pointless.
313k. So I'm gonna go 313.1k.
Okay. I hate all of you. All right.
Thanks, sir.
Now, Oleander, you wanted to examine the anatomical drawings?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we get it. Yeah, it's funny. Fucking putzes. So anyway, everyone's power word killed. Alright, You look at the anatomical drawings, and you discern that they are models of various mortal races. It details dragonborns, elves, dwarves, and other stuff. And you can tell that one of the drawings, though, is a little strange. It's in common, and it says extrapolated origin, perhaps celestial, and then you see celestial circled, and then you see aberration crossed off, undead crossed off, then ooze crossed off with a small notation that's like, I know obvious, but the guy's not an ooze, which is weird. And then it keeps going through the stuff, and then someone then has undead down at the bottom, and it's circled again and marked with a check mark. And then that cycles back up to the top where it also reads celestial, and then there's like a bunch of exclamation points attached to both of the phrases celestial and undead. Based on the drawings on here, you determine that it's them trying to determine the origin of the waking dreamer. They are bewildered as to what the hell it is, and they seem to be arguing over whether it is celestial or undead. They think maybe it's a mix of both, or it's something else.
Okay. Cool.
Can I look to see if there are any spell books around?
Give me a D100. Actually, give me a perception check.
Oh wait, there's another copy down
I
here.
saw.
I'm gonna check this one.
You can do that with advantage, because there's just books lying around.
Check the other.
All right, cool. You find one spell book.
Ooh.
And I finally get to use the spellbook generator, which I never get to use because no one ever plays a fucking wizard.
So,
Okay, what is your specialty? Enchantment, I guess, technically? And your wizard level is 5. And then what language should I put this in to be a dick? I'm just going to leave it like that. I think generate it. What is this? Is it me, your mom? Oh, yeah. Huh, okay. Here's your spell list. I'm just going to hand this to you. These are the spells that are in there. Just keep that in mind. I'll send them to you over Discord.
give me your pencil back.
The spellbook is called Principal Persimmon's Compendium of Principal Patterns, and these are the spells that are in it. Alright, is there anything else anyone else wants to explore while we are in here? I swear to God, if someone draws one more fucking dick, I willpower would kill you.
I do, yeah.
I'm
Alright, what do you want to do, Noros?
So, when that lever got pulled, you said that the table,
Mhm.
whatever it is.
They pushed the lever forward, and that's what it did.
And it shifted from like 90 to 45.
90 to 45 degree angle, yeah.
Uh,
If you pull it
can I just
backwards.
real quick check underneath to make sure there's nothing like tucked away?
There is a grate underneath it that is sealed with silver bolts.
Do I have access to these spells now?
You have to study them technically and add them to your book, which is a complicated process. that we-
Gold
Can
each,
I-
but that doesn't mean anything.
You
Yeah,
said
it's
it's a,
pointless.
it's a grate, right?
Yeah, it's a
How
grate.
big are the holes?
Huh?
How big?
They're about mouse size.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta get-
While they're doing that, I'm checking out the other.
So inside is Grelinar, the Destroyer of Worlds, level 20, Abjuration, Demi-Lich. He looks at you, and he's actually wearing a shirt that says, I love mice. So you immediately go, like,
So,
he keeps you as his pet forever.
before you go down there, I'm gonna cast a light on you.
Giant glowing green hedgehog. That's great.
Because you are gonna go down there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast light
Well,
on
what's
you.
the size of the grate?
It's like about 3 feet wide.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a square.
You just radiate light for 10 feet, yeah?
As you look under there, you see a series of small, shattered, pale blue crystals. They're kind of scattered around everywhere. They're kind of sloughed. It looks like they get dropped from above. So presumably they come from him or some other process, but you can't discern it.
Shooting
This is
crystals.
Maybe. If you would like to
What would I have
investigate.
to, can I roll
Fecal
nature?
crystals.
Can I roll nature to figure out if it's this guy's poop?
You have to do Arcana on this. Let's see.
Is it this guy's poop?
You have no idea. It doesn't smell. So you,
I will toss a crystal up through the
I
grate.
will cast Arcana on it. It's
it's,
this guy's
not,
shit.
it's not poop.
It's not poop.
You do determine that the crystals are faintly salty, and they. They're faintly
Tongue
salty.
Sticks to within its bone.
They're faintly salty, and you can tell that there's certain kind of gradations on it. You determine that this is some kind of byproduct of some process, but you don't know what.
I'm
So
gonna
it's
pocket
poop.
it.
I was gonna say.
It's
Not
shit.
poop.
He
It's
eats
magical
intelligence and he poops crystals.
I'm pocketing this
A
crystal.
Pocket
car
the
eats
shit.
gasoline and poops CO2. Poop is not limited to feces, Ian.
It's not poop.
Did I just lick
No.
poop? Okay. Then how do I know it's salty?
You just you can look at it and tell that it has crystals on it and that it seems to be salt. You've seen salt before. You can tell
Yeah,
that
but-
it is salt. It is a salt crystal.
Amethyst
Oh.
is
Oh,
made up
it's
of
a
crystals,
salt
and it's
crystal.
not salty.
Okay, well it's salt. You can tell it's a salt crystal because of the
Oh.
ankles.
This guy shit salt.
Just tell. Checking the other.
What else is down there?
That's about it really. And then the kind of quarter seems to go down and it kind of arcs down and you can see that the crystals slope and then they go down, 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 down into this pit. You can't see it. How do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your limit? 60 feet.
And I have the light cantrip on me.
Okay. You can see about 60 feet down, and it just looks like it keeps going down in some kind of pit. But you don't see anything else that's noteworthy.
I'm gonna keep going until I can't go no mo.
Okay, so this the small glowing hedgehog descends down into the poop pit. I mean, the not poop pit.
The shit pit.
You find yourself in a large circular room, and surrounding
Into
you.
a septic tank.
Yeah, it basically is. You're in a giant circular room, and you see large bands of what seem to be ruby crystals. Imagine it goes down. It's like a little circle, and in the circle, in this dome shape, are these small concentric bands of ruby that are spaced a couple inches apart. They get thicker as they go up.
Can I go to the center?
Yeah, you can go to the center.
I go to the center.
Okay. What do you want to do in the center?
Is there anything in the center of it?
Take a
No,
shit.
it's just crystals and everything. They're kind of light everywhere.
Can I take a ruby?
You mean a shit stick? Yes. Well, you'd have to chisel them out of the wall. It's like a solid ring of ruby. Like someone who got the biggest ruby ever, made it a circle, and then plopped it here.
Oh,
So it's
a solid band.
Yeah, it's like a solid band that wraps around the entire interior of the chamber.
Some redstone shit.
Give me a perception check.
It's about to get eaten by the fucking trash monster.
You're not wrong. As you're sitting there, you see that the bottommost ring starts to glow red.
Oh no.
Let me see if rats get anything
A
special.
few more. Do I smell anything? No, you do not smell. Actually, it smells very salty down here. As you were pondering, wondering whether your rat self can determine anything further, there's about 8 bands. The second band begins to light up, and you feel yourself getting warmer.
It's an incinerator!
Are you gonna
Can you
squeak
get
from
out?
out?
Yeah, I'll just climb out.
Yeah, it's like a 45-degree incline. It's
Oh,
pretty
okay.
steep, but you can manage it.
I could also just cast gaseous form. Or I could turn into. Oh no, we're not level 8 yet.
I wish there was countermeasures for noxious gases escaping, and it just zaps you back into a rat. That'd be hilarious.
Does anyone have vortex warp?
Yeah, we got some xenon leaking again. I'll get that taken care of, stat. I hate when it does that. All right, how do you want to escape? The third band starts getting a little bit more hot.
I'm about to pull up a stat block of a CR0 creature that
That
is
can fly.
much faster. I can't fly yet.
No, but
Is there anything 0-7 that can fly?
fly.
Well, I'm not 8th level.
Yeah, you
I
have to
can't
be 8th
turn
level.
into a flying creature yet.
Okay, cool. Realizing I make the rules well, right? All right, as somebody, you hear the faint whir of an incinerator down there, and the rest of you just go about your business because you don't care what happens to Oleander.
Wait, I hear it?
Yeah, you can hear,
okay.
you can see a kind of
Set
faint
up.
glow go down there, and you immediately make the conclusion that it's an incinerator.
Can
What would you all like to do?
How deep down is it in there?
It's 60 feet down.
Maybe
like
All
7.
right, I got one. Oh, do you need help down there?
I turn into a baboon because I assume that can climb a little faster.
Yes.
30 feet.
Yeah, 30
And I
feet climb.
start.
Yeah, you just climb
And
out
then you
of
get
there.
stuck at the grate.
I get to the grate, turn back into a mouse, and climb out of the grate.
I was just gonna use rope trick.
Oh, that would have been great. You climb out, and then you hear another doot, 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 and then you can feel, even from up here, the faint heat emitting from the incinerator as all of the shit, crystals, are instantly incinerated and turned into slag. And then you hear a kerchunk noise, as if they are being dumped somewhere, and then another kerchunk, as if the chamber then resealed after dropping something. And that's about the cut and dry of what's down there.
what would happen if I somehow survived the incineration and went to where the Kerchunk was?
You would find out other things. Do we want to continue this farce? Or yeah. Now, in this sub, do you want me to detail an entire magical waste processing facility? Because I will. I will. Because I did.
Because I did.
Just in case. Anytime I make something tiny, I have to know that you will become tinier.
What's in the other coffin?
The other coffin is a Syrian soldier whose head is missing.
Oh, they used the brains.
Um,
From prisoners of war.
Alright, and
What's up?
mage hand checking that out.
It's a dick again. Oh, okay.
It's him shitting.
That's accurate.
Nice.
You rummage around in his pockets and you find a single
Gonna stab me with it.
kind of thin sheet of crystal upon which is a human man, a human woman, and a small human child. The man is wearing a Syrian military uniform. You determine that this is some kind of photographic rendition of them using some alchemical process that you've heard of that was invented by House Caniff. Shattered like my dreams. On the other side was the secret to lichdom, but whatever. All right. Now, is there anything else we would like to pilfer or examine while we are inside this room?
So
yeah.
there are silver screws on the grate.
Yeah.
Like, could we remove? How big? You said it's 3 by 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could we remove that?
Wait, silver colored or made of silver?
They are silver. You don't know. You have to examine them.
Can I examine them?
You can examine them. Give me an investigation check. Now, is anyone going to further examine the pillars or any of the other stuff, or I don't know, attempt to talk to the waking dreamer again? I'm shocked that like, you can talk. You remember?
I mean,
No, I do not know.
I was just gonna look at the.
You found nothing.
Yeah.
No, I reward you 0 points. Nothing.
I'll go and talk
What's
to
up?
the waking.
I was just gonna look at some of the
20.
paper for what the potions are or whatever.
I think I remember giving them to you last time. I think.
No. It
No,
was specifically
we never
about
got
the
that.
machine. That's
Okay,
what
I am
looked
going
for.
to roll a random loot table on this, and then whatever is there is going to be there. And then you will get an alchemical recipe for whatever is there. Please, God, do not roll a legendary. What?
Turn
What?
into Onyx. It's
No, you're not allowed to
CR0.
use that one.
It's CR0.
No, you're not allowed to use that. What even is that
Huge
from?
beast.
Isn't this the one that's a no? Oh no, the immortal cat is CR0.
Your speed is
You're not allowed to be the immortal cat.
Damn it.
That
Your speed is 400 feet.
is
Yeah,
so
I know,
busted.
It's based.
That is so
200
stupid.
climb feet. Holy shit.
Okay, I'm gonna make this a party loot, character level 5 to 10. I'm gonna roll it. Let's see what it gives me. A potion. All right, there are. All right, there's 3 potions here. They actually have clear identifying labels on them because they are military make. It says a potion of force resistance, a potion of necrotic resistance, and a potion of mind reading.
Are there like recipes for each on there?
There's some alchemical notations and whatnot, but they seem to be in encrypted code.
Could I try to figure out what that code is?
Mm-hmm. It'll take you a while though.
Okay,
I try
I'll
and
pocket it.
Huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not gonna.
Do you
I'll take
relay?
your-
Do you relay to them that there's a secret spooky thing that they can look at?
I got some code here.
Oh, I can help with that.
Okay, let's do it. So, what is that investigation?
It'd be yeah, investigation honestly, or just a raw intelligence check honestly,
Oh, raw intelligence.
because it'd be something deeply. Actually, I'll take investigation.
Yeah, go with investigation, please.
You start parsing through the codes, and it's not a standard substitution cipher. You can't tell if maybe it uses another cipher, like say there's a book that has a code to it. It kind of eludes you for the time being. You might have to take another crack at it.
Alright, well, I'll pocket it for later.
Okay, and Gorel, what were you examining with your 20 investigation?
The screws in the grate, and I'm gonna take it off.
Okay. You can see that the screws are actually silver. You can immediately tell.
Maybe worth something to take.
Okay. You nick the 4 screws, and the grate just sits there harmlessly, not doing anything.
I move it
Oh, you remove it. And there's just this giant hole that leads down to this pit full of, crystals.
So, try talking to the thing because I might do something here in a second.
Salutations, orders, advise. Error, wear companion.
Companion? What in the hell?
Wear mas musu. Designation, mas musu.
Oh, right. He escaped.
You tell him that?
No.
Yeah.
No, hell no. I'm trying to think if we should even let this thing live.
Do you want to try to clobber it?
Do we want to attack
What's it
it?
called?
So, you said it goes from 90 to 45 this way. If I were to turn the dial the other way, would it flip that way? So I can just
Reasonably.
unstrap it and drop it into the fucking shit tank and incinerate it?
Technically, yeah.
Because that was my plan.
Yeah, do that.
So I'm like, right, should we leave this thing kicking? Because, can fucking hijack people's minds, and I guess since we're allying with the fucking... the student
Oh, there
over
we go.
there, pointing to the fucking elder brain floating around.
That's interesting.
Can it hijack people's brains without the elder brain?
I don't think so. But if someone...
Because I thought that was an integral part.
It
of
is.
what's
It allows it to, well, you'd have to do a little bit more examination to figure that out. But you can tell that, at least based on what you heard from Masmusu, which is the name of the elder brain, by the way, is that it, in order for it to access minds within Dao Quar, it needs the elder brain. But it is perfectly capable of jacking into your mind on its own in the material plane.
Right, so...
Can you spell the elder brain's
It
name
can
for
jack
me?
into
It's
any...
Masmassu. Masmasu.
any of our brain, or really anyone in this plane. Can it move?
It's a little slow, yeah.
Is it bound to the table?
Kind of a little bit. You can tell that it's kind of suctioning itself on there, and you see that there's what looks like these metal bars over its body, but those don't seem to actually hold it into place. It just makes it easier for itself to keep it on the table. It doesn't keep it in. It's not being constrained against its will. It's like safety bars for a toddler. They put it on there so that it can just stick more easily and have to exert less effort and focus more on hijacking people's brains.
What do you think I mean...
Yeah, I put the spell in.
I don't think we're going to come back here.
Right.
I don't think people should have access to this technology.
Exactly. If someone were to get here and do anything, they could... Yeah, no, and he just...
Could be bad.
The thing starts to tip, and you actually get the mental broadcast from the creature going, what is the purpose of this activity? Advise.
You need a bath.
But that is the incinerator. Advise.
I just wouldn't respond.
It keeps tipping over, and then you see the thing kind of like slowly peel off, and then it plops over the grate, but then it just gets stuck. Its jelly body just adheres to the sides of the grate, and it just stays there like a perfect square of spooky red ochreous gelatin.
Oh, you have reduced, right?
I'm gonna guess it is.
That's pretty funny, actually. I would allow that. That is pretty goddamn funny.
It's got to make a con save.
Oh god, he's not good at those. All right, what's the DC? 16.
16.
Let's see what we got here. Wow.
Nope.
Oh wait, did I give him magical? No. He's gonna spend a legendary resistance to succeed. It's like, what is the meaning of this activity? I am not to be incinerated. I am mission critical.
How
Advise.
many legendary resistances does it have?
Ooh.
You're gonna have to find out.
Is it,
I'm gonna catch it again.
I'll walk up to it and I'll go. What name did I use before?
Wait, so it's ooze?
Jeff.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, basically.
So it's like sticking.
Yeah. It has that feature where it can just touch stuff and stay there and not be moved without an ability check. That's essentially what you can apprehend. He's going to be pretty tough to jam
You
down
have
the sewer
cruise
grate.
spell?
I take a flask of oil, pop the cork, and pour it around the edges.
Actually, I like that. Okay, cool. He slips down into the lower chamber because remember, it doesn't dip automatically down.
Take
there's
another
a-
flask and chunk it at him.
He's a little slippery, but you see like the little appendages go up to the ceiling, and then he binds himself in. What is the meaning of this course of action? Further activities will result in summary execution without due process. Advise.
Just put the grate
Tink.
He's an ooze.
Oh yeah.
back. No, but the thing is, once that happens, I would like to go over and flip the lever again to put it back down to 90 degrees.
Okay, then. Well, it doesn't like. It's like, see, the grate is here and the thing is here, so it just does like that.
Never mind.
You see him slowly. You see him kind of like slipping down there, Three Stooges style, trying to like get through the grate. And he's having a little bit of difficulty. You seem to have a few moments before he climbs his ass back up here. What would you like to do?
Are we killing this thing?
I'm just trying to get it the fuck down in there.
Remember, this is its lair.
I know.
What if I just pour 30 gallons of water on it?
I was gonna say,
flush it into the incinerator.
It won't be as bad as like the oil, but yeah, it'll definitely make it so that he actually has to make checks.
Is he a medium or a large creature?
He's now shrunk too, actually.
No.
No, I haven't done that yet.
Passed.
Oh, that's right.
What size is it?
It is medium. So we would make him.
Masamusa just hold person or hold monster?
Yeah, you can technically do that if you want.
Oh yeah. Just have him do that, and then it.
Remember, he
stop.
doesn't like him.
Yeah. You want to help us?
Well, I have the cantrip gust that lets me push medium or smaller creatures 5 feet away from me. Can I just push some gusts down the?
That
hole?
has always been allowed.
Like wind tunnel it.
Yeah, basically.
Where the hell did I put Mr. Elderbrain? I forgot where.
Action needed for law office EST.
Oh,
Seeing-
you have to. Did it boot you off for some silly fucking reason?
yeah,
It
booted
did.
me
Oh,
up
I
for a
put. Hold
second.
on. Let me pause the recording really.
Running Gabe as a player
Wait,
is like
Olivia, we're on the recording now. Alright, so we are back in the titillating terror known as the Tontine. Before us, our players are using their newly press-ganged BFF, Mr. Elderbrain, to cast a DC 18 hold person on this goober over here. And I have to remember what fucking, dominate monster. And it is a wisdom saving throw, and he's just gonna roll that bad boy. Wow, he is not good at these. Wow.
That's not good.
He resolutely rebukes your attempts to paralyze him and begins to emerge from the grate. Roll initiative.
there's no active combat.
Here, what do?
Yes! Mommy like.
Hold on a sec. My thing is rebooting.
Okay, nothing's reloaded. I need to relog in.
Not 20!
First thing is done with advantage. Alright, we have Cajon down here. Everyone's favorite goober. With an initiative of modifier of only 2. And then Cod, did you roll?
I
I'm
had to,
reloading again,
yeah,
'cause-
reload.
That's fine. Wait, no, there's 2 of them. What did you roll? No, I'll go with the first one so you get a 19. There's like 2 of you for some fucking surreal reason.
Oh, I'll take the 19.
Yeah, that's what you rolled.
I only clicked it once.
Trying to roll, but it's not doing the thing.
It's viscous.
It's being
I know.
very
It's
strange
very
and
thick.
finicky.
It's not.
Alright,
Yeah, I'm just
I
gonna
just
roll
do not know why
physical
it is so thick.
what is your dex?
It's like a
mod?
sweet sauce,
Yeah,
I'm
here, I'll
guessing.
do it.
Okay.
Probably.
Oh, wait, you already rolled. You got a 7 here. Yeah,
My
alright.
computer must just be lagging again.
My computer's having a shit fit, so.
Alright, I will roll for our dear
Yeah.
wizard friend.
Mine's not.
Speaking of which, where is our dear wizard friend? They are right next to the Necrocore, which is fucking terrible.
I would have also been next to the
Oh yeah,
table.
I would have been at the switch.
We all would have been standing around.
Oh
on
no,
the
I was
I'm
right
like
there.
here. Still where I'm at.
I know Cajolan and Noros are a little bit more close, so I'm gonna move them a little closer. Maybe they're probably gonna be right next to Brain Boy.
Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna try and.
Alright, it is the top of
Wait,
the round.
I have not,
Oh, you haven't done yours yet?
because I can't. Hold on.
Here, let me roll it for you. Who the fuck are you? Of course you're back here, so you get. Jesus Christ! And of course you go first.
He have to
You have the
get
second
out.
highest initiative modifier. Do you know who has the highest? And that makes no fucking sense. The wizard. They get
How?
Yeah,
full
how?
decks. Full decks. They got five. They got a 20 decks. 20 decks wizard.
So do I.
Oh, but you have like you have the feats to give you an extra +5. Yours is +10. Theirs is +5.
Oh.
Yeah, yours
you
is still the
said-
highest.
I thought you said the second highest. I was like, what?
But yeah, theirs is the second highest. I think the second place is somebody else with like a plus. Was Noros with like a
So
+4.
first, second,
Yeah.
third, because I have a +3.
All right. So take it from the top, Gared. What would you like to do here?
What's the spell save for whole person? Oh, did you roll for the Elder Brain?
Yeah,
What?
critted.
It critted.
The Elder Brain crit?
No. Like he had to roll a DC 18. You had to not.
No, I meant for.
Oh shit! No, Masamasu's there. Am I correct? Yeah, he's right there. See.
Cool. I was just making sure. What is the what is the save for hold dominate monster
For
for whatever he was using?
DC 18 for Masamasu.
You don't know, but what is it? What was the
Wisdom.
The save?
That's wisdom.
save. Okay,
That's a
so
wisdom
I'm
save.
going to bonus action hex wisdom.
Okay.
It's only ability checks.
It's only ability checks, not
saves.
saving throws.
Okay.
That's what makes
Give
it
it
kind of
strength, so that way we can knock it down the hole.
All right. Well then strength.
good.
And then if I ever fucking load in, will attack it.
It's being annoying. Are you connected to 5G extension or
I am connected
to 5G?
Wait, why am I Plumhouse all of a sudden?
That's why it'll do that. Like you have to like just delete it and make sure it forgets it forever, because otherwise it'll just keep trying to kick you on there.
There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Click.
Let's let load in. All right. So
I mean, I'm just gonna shoot it, so I can go
okay, I'll just shoot him.
whatever next.
Let me-
And there's someone within 5 feet for I have, so I have advantage.
That is true. I can shoot it for you. Did you load in?
No.
No. Okay. Here, I will shoot for you then. Is that fine?
Yeah, go.
You get one attack, right, or two?
Yeah, just one.
26. You did 7 piercing damage to the guy.
Okay. Wait, it's a 26, so that's a 21. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Because I have sharpshooter.
Yeah.
So
it's a
that's-
giant ooze. It does like no AC.
That's 17 damage. Someone's within 5 feet, so it's also sneak attack. Wait,
Give me the card.
that's not correct because it should have.
1d8 plus 1 plus 5. You just roll a 1. You
It
got
should
to-
also have 1d plus 1d6. I'll have to fix that later.
Okay.
Um,
And then just give me the Carfax and what the total damage is. He's
okay.
not resistant to anything, I think,
Alright,
except
so
one damage type, which you don't
The
do.
level 5 rogue has 3d6. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's 4d6 total because of the bow. So
Give me the
It's half your
Carfax.
level rounded.
4d6 plus 10 because the sharpshooter. So 7 plus 27.
Right. Let me just do the Carfax.
34. 34 damage total.
Wait, let me look up what our good friend's HP is. Is he resistant to any of that? No, he's not. Okay, so
Yeah, it's piercing force.
1,067 HP left.
He does not.
Yeah, definitely not. No, that'd be horrifying.
At that point, I give up and I'm running away.
Alright, Oleander, it is your turn. Oleander, just remember, it's not a flower, so you can hurt it as much as you want. Only flowers have rights.
Yeah, I mean, this thing obviously isn't like a. No, she's smart enough to realize that, like, there are some things that need to be shoved into a hole.
Oh, actually, hold on a second. So you ended your turn, right, girl?
That's action bonus. Oh, shit, actually, it's one more d6 because hex.
Okay.
One more damage. Lame. Yes, I believe that's all I can do. Yeah, that's action bonus action.
Huh, okay then. Alright, so I don't have to do that. Alright, it is going to expend a legendary action. And which one do I want to do here?
Go ahead and cast hex.
Okay.
Cast.
So, Oleander, you're right where you are, right?
Alright, cool.
Okay then, so he's going to hit you once with a pseudo pump. And does a 16 hit?
No.
Alright, good. Wait, does he have the thing where he... No, that's all he can do. He can just do it once. Alright, it is now your turn, Oleander.
I will use a reaction.
Okay.
Pretty much at the start of combat, I'll use this reaction, so that way it recharges at the start of my turn. But I'm pretty much gonna Halo of Spores, and it's just a puff of pollen,
Okay.
and it, so
Oh, was that Birch? No.
he has to make a con save.
Alright. Can't believe I didn't get this guy magic resistance. I imagine he
He
passes.
passes. So I am gonna have Oak go first. Let me pull up Oak's stat block real quick.
Alright.
Is this dude immune or resistant to poison?
You have no idea.
Well, it's worth a shot. Let's hope he's not. You said he was immune to one thing.
He's immune to. No, he's not immune. He's just resistant to 2 things. He has no immunity.
Ooh! Mommy like it.
Does have a lot of condition immunities though, so yeah, that's where he balances everything out. It's them damn ooze boys again coming in here creeping around, touching stuff with their sticky little pseudopods.
So, I am gonna choose to have Oak go first.
Okay.
And, I am gonna have Oak, fucking punch his shit in.
Alright, alright.
So, let me make a spell attack. 22 hit.
Yeah, let me double check. Yeah, he has a comically low AC. So don't worry about it.
So, that'll be 1d8 plus 6.
Just give me the card backs.
So, he will take 13 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Is he resistant to necrotic damage?
You see that the necrotic damage cuts in a
no,
little
sorry.
less.
It is only a d6 plus 6. I was looking at the wrong stat block. So let me roll. Oh, nope. Ignore that. There we go. 6 plus 6. He takes 12.
12 necrotic? Okay.
Not 13. He takes 12.
That's halved 6. You
Oh,
can tell the necrotic damage does not harm him as much as anything the other thing would.
Oh, and have him make another con save, please.
Okay. He's wanted to do his. Wow, everybody
he
failed that
fails.
one. Alright,
So,
what's he do now?
He is poisoned.
I mean, immune to the poison condition. He is.
He can't be poisoned.
Weirdly, not resistant to poison, but immune to the poison condition.
Fuck.
Which is surreal.
That sucks.
There's a few monsters that do that, and it's weird.
That means the rotting claw can't paralyze him. That's the only reason I had Oak go first. Because if this ooze motherfucker would have been paralyzed, auto crit.
Do you know who else has an attack that auto paralyzes on a hit?
Cockatrice.
Yeah. Also this guy.
Wait, really?
That's what necrocores can do. They're basically just really dumb liches. Now they're like smart liches that derped the final step and became giant puddings. Alright, anything else you want to do?
Yeah. I'm gonna activate my symbiotic entity.
Okay. So you use a reaction to do halos. Oh yeah, that
I
makes sense.
Halo of Spores at the start of combat.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. I'll allow it.
Then I had Oak go first, and now I'm activating my symbiotic entity.
Okay.
And that is my action and bonus action.
Okay.
So that will give me 4 times 5 is 20 temp HP.
Alright, anything else?
I will just move over
Get
here.
the fuck away. Yeah, that's a smart idea. I was about to say, so you're just going to stay right next to him. Got it.
I will just move the fuck away.
Okay. So you get out of his melee range. Okay, you're going to take an opportunity attack. He's going to attack you with his little sticky pseudopod. That's a 24 hit.
Yes.
Alright, make a con save of 16. Otherwise, something really, really terrible is going to happen. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, shit. Oh.
I'm gonna spend an inspiration.
Go ahead. Oh, this is not a good day. Okay, you are paralyzed
Hang on.
until the start of your next turn. What? You're like, come on.
The start of my next turn.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's not that
That's
bad.
fine.
Wait, actually, let me read this stupid thing again. Son of a bitch, what the fuck? God damn it, I have to go to his actual stat block. Hold on a second. The target must succeed on a con save or be paralyzed until the start of the Necrocore's next turn. Alright then. I think he
then
goes.
That's absolutely useless.
He's not
because-
next.
Huh?
Yeah,
Not
because
next.
Noah's gonna know, then he's gonna go, which
Yeah,
means
and then
my
you'll
paralyzation
be free by
will
the time
end.
you get back to your turn.
Yeah.
So,
Or I could just
Useless.
use lesser restoration.
How much
on it.
damage?
no point because it'll be useless.
You took like a
wasted.
negligible amount of damage. I think you took like 4 or something.
I mean,
you took 8.
It
8
knocked
necrotic.
off temp HP, you know.
Alright, you took 8 necrotic.
Fucking druid, you know,
Alright.
relatively beefy.
So anyway, he's going to use his legendary action to attack you while you are paralyzed.
There's like so many other people around him! I didn't even.
But you're paralyzed! He has to.
I'm still out of his reach though.
Mm-mm.
No, because technically...
As a reaction, he hit you as you were leaving, so technically you should still be right next to it because you're paralyzed now.
Yeah, you're Noros.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you're down at the bottom, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay.
But he's going to hit you again, and if he hits, he crits, and wow!
Misses.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
And, alright, wow, that is a fucking miracle. The miracle on ice. Okay, Cog, what would you like to do?
Okay, so is the grate over the thing?
No, they removed it actually. Or did you slap it back on? No,
Okay.
it's off. So there's a giant hole behind him. Big sticky weirdo.
So here's my idea.
He is covered in oil, which means we can light him on fire.
That's
Yeah, I would allow
was
that.
I was tempted to just put the grate back on and use heat metal.
Oh, that's so good. You have to kick him down the hole though.
I thought he was already down.
Isn't he already done?
No, he's scooched up, and him scooching up through the grate is what caused the combat to start. But he's basically right next to it. Like he's like, if you paralyze him and kicked him over, then you
All
fall.
I'm gonna do with DK's character is shove him back into the hole.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you want haste?
Yeah.
Sure.
on Jack or Guro? On Caholan or Guro?
Who's gonna?
Who does the shoving? That would be Caholan.
Yeah, that'd be
Do you want to do that?
cool. I mean, let's see, because he's gonna go after you, and then the Elder Brain. Do you have anything that can fuck with his saves?
I don't think I have one yet. Cause I don't have anything that could fuck with his saves.
Okay. So let's see. If you give
You're so lucky you're not missing any HP, buddy.
if you
So
give
lucky.
Cullen haste, he's already got extra attack, and he's only gonna shove. He's not gonna do any damage. I would give the haste either to
To you.
to Garel, because then I can do 2 attacks
All right, then I'll do that. I'll
in case we don't get him down the
Haste.
grate.
I'll haste and
Alright, cool. Because Caholan can try twice. to
from
shove.
there I will back up to like over here. Actually, I'll stay back where I was gonna be, anyways. 'Cause then I could just run over and shove the grate.
Alright.
You know who's not paralyzed? Oh.
Actually, you know what? I'll get closer because
Alright.
I have a high AC. I might as well.
I
Alright.
hate the fact that he's fucking immune to.
What?
Oak is immune to being paralyzed.
Wow, that's pretty fucking convenient. So anyway, our good friend here, Charlie Brown, is going to attack.
So I'm no longer paralyzed. God fucking damn piece of shit!
What happened?
Every time I push my mouse, it hits the fucking HDMI cord, clicks the button, and then fucks my shit. It drives me up a goddamn wall.
Okay, because this is the end of someone's turn, I'm going to use this last legendary action to stab.
It has to be another character.
Why?
Legendary actions can only be triggered at the end of someone else's turn.
I know, but
The end of you.
That was the end of my turn.
Oh, okay, at the end of your
yeah.
turn.
So I can do a little cheese here. He's going to stab you. Please God, please God. It's a 19 hit.
No.
Yep.
Oh, who are you aiming at?
At me?
Yeah, because you're paralyzed. Alright, so you automatically crit, so you take 16 damage.
Okay.
Wait,
-4.
so you're not at max HP?
Oh, no.
No, the other way around. Now you're like 46 out of 42. What did you do? I just started my morning with a cup of Folgers, and it gave me an extra 4 HP. First off, Olivia, I want to say that I love you because I got to do this thing.
Honestly, if you kill her, my next character will be
He's
so
so-
much more based.
Yeah, okay. You might actually. Okay, let me see here.
It's just gonna be Eve's next creation.
All right, give me a DC 14 con save here. Ah, you're lucky.
Yeah, eat my shoulders.
Okay, Bart.
You're no longer paralyzed, so you come out of your paralysis. And you're like, oh, geez, this is a great day. As the as the waking dreamer attempts to envelop your body, but
He's
you definitely rebuke your advantage.
Go ahead and make a con save.
Ooh, because I'm in the spores.
Yeah.
Right. Do you have any bonus
You're in the
action?
pollen.
Oh, actually, hold on a second. I should have done that. Yeah, whatever.
Oh shit! And my symbiotic entity is still up, which means
Give me that con save. All right, 17.
I think that fails.
Okay, what happened?
He's gonna take 2d4.
Give me the
necrotic
Carfax. Give me the Carfax.
7.
All right, so he takes 3. Got it.
Fuck. I like how all the characters I make punish enemies for hitting me.
Yeah, they
Okay.
do. I
Oh,
wonder
yeah,
why. Fucking brat. So, all right then. It is the end of his turn. There's one thing he can do, and I'm going to do this. Give me an intelligence save.
Me?
Yeah, you. What's his DC? Yeah, look at you. You fucking passed this round.
Does it
Alright.
show?
You don't take anything. Alright, that is the end of his turn. It's now the Elder Brain's
Elder
turn,
Brain.
which means, wait, he's immune to paralysis, the brain...
So if he's immune to paralysis,
I totally forgot he was until I looked at his stat block. So let me
No.
just see what stupid bullshit our little buddy can do here. Oh, attack him 4 times. So
I should have given that one haste.
yeah, I know, right?
Well, it would only get 1 extra one, so 5 attacks.
I mean, it's still
But yeah,
great.
you should have.
Wait, hold on a second. Let me...
CR4.
I forgot to think about that.
I gotta
That
double
we
check
have
because
a
it doesn't
freaking
tell me
Elder
on
Brain.
his fucking stat block. Oh wait, he doesn't. Does he have multi-attack? He does not have multi-attack. That is
Oh.
obnoxious.
Yeah,
All right, he only attack once. All right, well, whatever. His little spooky little dab ray will be.
no. Or
a-
he can just mind blast it.
Mind Blaster Tentacle. Is he immune to stun? Hold on a second. Let me see if he's immune to stun. Watch, he's not going to be immune to stun. He is not
Doesn't
immune
matter,
to stun.
It's 5d10 plus 5.
So we're going to
Mind
Psychic
Blast.
Blast him. And then he's going
It's
to...
DC 18 intelligence save for the other thing.
Oh yeah, for a fucking Undead Lich. And yeah, he passes.
So it takes half.
He takes half damage, so he takes 10. Yeah, it's about to cut him dry of it. That is all she wrote, because I don't think our good friend here can do anything else. Let me see here. Legendary Resistance, Tentacle.
Why is DK all the way back here?
Okay, then. He's going to stay out of range, though.
Is he moving up here?
Alright. Colin, what do you want to do, Colin?
Shove him into the grate.
Alright, go
Or
ahead.
Down the grate.
Give me,
you hexed him, so he does have disadvantage on strength checks.
He does.
okay.
So what is that? Just an athletics
Yeah, just an athletics versus an acrobatics, or
or whatever
athletics.
its better one is? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to use the
Do I have
acrobatics.
advantage on that or no? Oh wait, you have disadvantage. That's what it is.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Click of con.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the first one.
Wow.
All right, and 2. All right, so I shove it however far, 10 feet.
Okay.
My shield.
He slides in there. Now he's technically under 3/4 covered.
Yeah, but now he's in the grate, so the whole heat metal thing can work.
You took the grade off, though, if I remember.
Shove it back on.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that with your other action.
Yeah,
You
so
put
then
it
he
back
just
on.
puts the grate back over
Okay.
the top.
So he's going to move back here.
Sorry, Chief.
What's going on? Olivia. Let me see here. All right, now it is the turn of the wizard. What do you want to do, Boop?
I first am going to get the fuck away from this thing.
Smart.
So let's see. I have like
Wait, did I get on the layer action? I did not. Oh, look at that. What a great day.
and then you gave me this thing's true name. So
For the Elder Brain, not for it.
no, because its true name is just the Waking Dream. Because I asked it that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, go ahead. Knock yourself out.
So I'm gonna cast Bane.
All right, and that one affects saves. I remember.
Yes.
What is the roll? And I have to do it with disadvantage now. Wait, actually, you don't have your resonances yet. You get those at 6th level.
But I think you still.
No, you can still fuck with people if you know their true name.
Yeah.
It's pretty much you bane them.
The Bane thing. Let me double check.
And you auto
Because
bane
I have
them if
it,
you know their true name.
for Fateful Naming. It's a 2nd level feature.
What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck? Faithful. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, you're doing that thing. Yeah, I don't have. You just can't do the fancy shit until next level.
It's a charisma saving throw.
Oh, he doesn't do it at disadvantage, but you can just do it without expending his spell
Yeah.
slot,
Yeah.
which is pretty fucking cool. All right, and it's charisma.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what he does. He does great. Does the best day of his life. What do you want to do next?
Then I'm just gonna cast.
Silvery barbs.
Oh.
No, I already used my reaction. Have Cahul and silvery
I
barbs.
have silvery
Yeah, go
barbs.
ahead.
Yeah, Cahola and Silvery Barbs first, so you can save your reaction.
Okay.
It was a 17 pass.
I don't know how to check that.
That is a
Yes, it does.
Very. He has such a high charisma save.
Yeah, it's like his strongest one. The other ones aren't so great.
Okay. I'm just gonna. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Got any bonus actions? Want to just sprinkle some crack on him? Like, what do you want to do here?
I think that's all I can do without taking an action. So.
Oleander, you're still within 10 feet, right?
No,
No,
he
you
got
are-
shoved down the hole.
No, you're 20 feet away. You fucking lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's in the hole too, so he's.
Yeah, I can't technically hit you right now, so congrats. All right, now it is Noros' turn. What do you want to do, Noros?
Yes. So he is in the hole, right?
Yep.
Okay.
He's at 3/4 cover, so he adds +5 to
Oh,
his
It's okay.
AC, but his AC is trash, so it doesn't
he
matter.
has 3/4 covered because
He's
he's,
in the
at like
hole.
an angle to me, right?
Yeah, well, here the table is actually technically in front of you right now, but he's also inside of the hole too.
Yes.
So
So
if you
I
want-
would like to use some movement speed to kind of go around the table to the hole.
Actually, no, you're right there. You can see him.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
what do you want to do?
With a bonus action, I'm going to fly 10 feet in the air.
Okay, so you're 10 feet up.
Yeah, to get me a better angle on him to try to like.
All right. He's behind the grate, so if you're going to do a directed weapon attack against him, it's going to be a little difficult.
I am not.
What are you going to do though?
I'm going to cast Gust of Wind at 2nd level.
Okay. Oh shit.
It's 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, just like a funnel of air.
Huh.
Um,
Okay. Let me see what we do here with Gust of Wind. Okay, second. You can't. Oh, well, you can't
he has
upcast
to.
it.
He has to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, he's not good at those. You probably just killed him. Let's see what happens here. And yeah, he go bye bye.
Well, no, I don't know if it does any damage.
It doesn't. He just.
Yeah, it
falls
just
into-
pushes him 15 feet away from me.
Yeah, and he slides down. Starts sliding down.
Does he make it to the incinerator?
Let me see. Push 15
Well, like-
feet away.
Close enough to trigger it anyway.
But yeah, I guess he just kind of slides down there. Doesn't have anything that stops him.
15.
And he still is covered in oil. So.
Yes, he is. So he just
Yeah.
slides right down there. All right, Gorell at the top of round.
And it's concentration, so it just stays there for a minute, and I can move it around.
So it's
if I
basically
want
just
to.
this straight down gust of wind.
Yes.
If I shot an arrow down into that gust of wind, would it just like
Technically, yeah.
Because that would be hilarious.
All right, what do we want to do here? It is top of round, Gorell.
Uh,
Of course, the grate is there, so that's going to kind of complicate stuff.
I ignore 3/4 cover.
Okay, well, it's just him like has this kind of crossbow like literally right next to the
Oh, it's a
hole.
bow. It's just a
Oh yeah, just like right next to it. Like, all right, go ahead and shoot.
Yeah,
This
because
is
I'm
the
basically
easy
going to run up onto the table since it's angled over it. Well, I guess I'll be over here. Straight down, just think.
Okay. Your arrow flies down. Is it on fire or anything?
I can actually put a flask of alchemist fire onto it. Oh yeah, it's going to the gust of wind actually would just put that on immediately.
That is true. It will.
No. If you put a tiny little flask of alchemist fire, it'll hit the creature. The creature will ignite in flame because it's covered in oil.
Gust of wind blows
Extinct.
out any fire. Yeah.
There's a 50% chance it puts out stuff that's protected, which I will count as magic. So give me a D100, then tell me high or low, and then we'll see what happens. It's also technically out of range of it now.
Range of what?
Because the thing was more than 60 feet long, so he got pushed all the way down the thing, so he's technically not within the area of gust of wind anymore. So
Oh, so then.
Oh, just
Yeah,
the arrow
sure.
not funnel through.
yeah, you'll be fine. It's a protected flash, so yeah, just go ahead and shoot, and he will burst into flames.
Alright, cool. Where's my bow? There's my bow. I didn't fix it. Oh.
That actually misses him,
Oh my god.
which is
I miss.
shocking.
I miss.
I can't believe all that fucking hype. Like, yeah, we're gonna
Miss.
destroy them. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be the best, and then nothing. All right,
Fire, not miss.
Oleander, it is now your turn.
Okay. Is my Halo of Spores still up?
Technically, should be
my
right.
symbiotic entity. Ah, fuck! I lost my symbiotic entity features. That fucking blows cock.
Why? What happened?
I lost the temp HP, which means I lose the symbiotic entity.
That
feature.
sucks. All right, so what do you want?
Anyone need healing besides me?
Everyone's kind of fine, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna cunning action dash and GTFO.
Yeah. 90-foot tentacle side. Alright. Well, what do you want to do here?
Oh, I'm out.
Jesus.
I might send a flower friend down there in the form of summon Fae and just have a Fae spirit push it all the way. Just grapple it and pull it into the incinerator.
Give me a D100 roll and a spread of 30 numbers.
For what?
Just do it.
Thank you.
Give me the spread.
30 to 60.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
It's good for me.
So I will summon Fae.
Go ahead. Technically, just summon
So-
it down on the hole.
No. So what happens is, she makes a flower pod about the size of like a coconut, but it's this big flowery pod. And she tosses, or it's just small enough to fit through the grate. It falls into the grate, and then that blossoms into this Fey spirit.
It's gusty winded all the way down.
Right into the poop. I mean, not poop. I love that feature.
I am gonna choose. Let's see. I am gonna have it be fuming.
Okay.
And so it will, instead of advantage on the next attack roll, since grappling is a type of attack,
Yeah.
would it have advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. So it has +1 to strength.
Oh God.
And
Did I try to grapple it?
that thing has disadvantage on strength, and this has advantage. So
Oh Lord. All right, go ahead.
oh. 19. It has disadvantage. It is going to grapple and then pull it into the incinerator.
What?
It has disadvantage.
Okay, there we
Yes.
go. I was
So
about
it
to
is
say, 2
grappled.
nat 20s would be hilarious.
It is grappled, and then it will just use 20 feet straight into the incinerator.
Give me another D100 roll. Range of 30.
60 to 90.
Wow.
Hey!
Whoa!
Damn.
Make a dex save for your creature with disadvantage.
I mean, I don't give a shit about this creature.
You hear the incinerator turn on, and the Necrocore, or the Waking Dreamer rather, takes 58 points of fire damage as you hear the incinerator turn on, and then you hear the characteristic kershunk noise, and then
Let's see.
silence.
/d20. Well, it can't fly, so it's gonna fall and die.
It falls
anyway.
in there.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna lose. Oh God damn it! That's not the one I wanted to exit out of. Why did I do this?
Control Shift T opens up.
Control Shift T will open it back up.
You're so smart. I never knew that.
All right. Now, what would you like to do next, Oleander?
That was my action and bonus action.
It's dead, isn't it?
Yeah, it's donezo.
Alright. So, no combat.
And snap out haste.
Like that.
Now, Caholen is very tired.
Oh, good.
Oh, is that actually some? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when you exit out of haste.
Oh, then I'll just let it go for like 1 more minute.
Well, then it'll still happen at the end.
Oh,
It'll still
well
happen faster.
He just can't take actions or reactions for 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's not
Okay,
that big of a
then
deal.
snap and.
Okay,
Slowly
who wants to
walk
give
out.
me a survival check with advantage to get out of here? 'Cause
I
know
do.
We're going to take out the map.
Oh, well,
Jesus
that's
Don't
Christ!
give me advantage.
Return of the nat 20 survival checks.
You and your skill checks,
I
man.
know, they're ridiculous. In combat,
pretty nuts.
useless. Casually figuring out how to read a map. Peerless genius. You wind your way through the streets until you eventually come across a sewer grate. You can tell that this is very near the museum. And we are going to enter into this map, assuming that it loads.
Oh yeah, I'm back on my horse at this point. So that's where.
I'm on a horse.
It's going fast.
Alright, well, when we load into the map, you find yourselves in a relatively posh, well-to-do suburban.
Can I see that motherfucker?
What motherfucker?
The one directly in front of us.
Not yet. You will in a moment, though.
Okay.
The area around you is pristine. A faint mist hugs the floor, but you hear the faint skittering of stuff on the tiled roofs
Oh,
above you.
fantastic.
So go ahead and give me a perception check.
Everything?
Yeah, everyone, yeah. Who is rotating cog?
Just
Me.
FYI.
Oh!
Cannot be surprised. Just so you.
Yeah, I know.
Neither can I.
You said
Yeah, I know.
perception?
Perception. Oh my God! What's with the nat ones
Hell
for me
yeah!
today?
Blind
God,
gang!
Why?
Blind gang.
Let's see what. Oh my!
Suddenly appearing behind you
I can't roll to save my fucking life.
are four ghost beasts. They are tall, lanky humanoids with translucent skin. A faint, undulating energy creeps below their flesh, and they start approaching you menacingly. Ahead of you, you see further ghost beasts begin to approach you menacingly. What would you like to do? And furthermore, start skittering down. Noros quickly gives everyone a tactical command showing that there's at least 20 to 30 enemies lurking around in the area.
I completely forgot I had fucking healing light.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Yeah, as we were like climbing and like survivaling, I'm gonna spend one of those dice to fucking heal myself.
Yeah, go ahead.
God
All right.
damn,
You are
I'm
surrounded
dumb.
on all sides. They seem to be coming in from the roofs and whatnot, but it looks like the path ahead of you only has one or two of the mooks. What would you like to do?
You talking to me?
Trying to move us
Talking
into a
to me.
fucking.
Can I climb up?
You can, but that's where they are coming from.
Oh, they're coming from the roofs.
Yeah, you could tell that they're kind of ganging up on you on the streets, but on the roofs and coming down, but the street themselves is relatively unoccupied.
They are literally trying to bottleneck us somewhere.
Can I? If
What?
I see them coming, can I cast Fog Cloud?
Yeah, but then no one will be able to see.
Well, but they can't see us either.
Okay. Everyone give me your initiative rolls, because we are going
Memento.
to be doing the initiative here. And
Hey, I'm back at full health.
Why do I always roll so bad? I always get a 5.
we have to maybe it's broken. It'd be kind of funny.
Oof.
Sure, it would be fun.
That's
Tom.
with advantage.
I'm not rolling.
Oof.
Oh, Masmusu is back in a bag, I imagine. Or he's levitating, unless someone
Yeah,
wants to
he's
just...
just like.
Wait, am I deep?
He's on the horse with me, basically. Just
Okay.
floating on the horse.
Alright, let me actually copy pasta Mr. Masmusu. Oh, there he is, and he's fucking huge.
Oh no, that it.
He's levitating with you on the
Yeah, that
horse. I'm gonna roll his little snap block really quick. Alright, top around, it is Ghost Beast numero uno.
Masmusa doesn't have a.
Yeah, he's... hold on a second. I should go first. And he's second class.
Because-
Alright, so, Ghost Beast number 1 is just gonna step forward.
Wait, so you cast Fog Cloud as like.
Did
they
you
were
cast
coming
Fog
up?
Cloud? You won't be able to see through that very
Oh, I
easily.
might-
Yeah, but we're right on top of the sewer grate.
You could go back down and reconnoiter if you
I
wanted.
might be thinking of a different spell.
Oh.
I was thinking of the one that does like one-way perception. Well, we are blocked, but they're not.
Oh.
I don't have the stats pulled up. It's not.
Oh,
my
okay.
character sheet. Never mind.
That's fine. All right, Ghost Beast number 1 is going to step forward, and he's going to. Let me see what the fuck are they going to do. He's going to do a tentacle attack against.
Is he within 5 feet of me?
Or
Within 5 feet of Oak?
Where is Oak?
Oak would be right next to me.
Okay, he is 10 feet away technically, because he's right in front of Cog, so he's 10 feet away.
Let me
so
check.
he's gonna try to clobber. Yeah, and that's Does he hit with a 12? Does he hit with a 12, Cog?
Oh, no.
Okay, he's gonna hit you one more time. That is a miss. As he reaches forward, you see that his arms kind of just split in half, and one arm hits you twice, and then the other arm is gonna hit you twice. There's a 13 or a 21 hit.
None of them.
None of them hit? Shit. All right. Not even the 21?
22 AC.
Oh, his AC is super fucking high. All right, well, congrats, as these squishy appendages just blink off of your armor.
DC's cojones.
Okay, now it is Gorell's turn. What would you like to do, Gorell?
I know what you want us to do, but I don't want to fucking bolt into the middle of a fucking ambush. Alright, I'm gonna free action do a perception check to see if I feel like we're being forced into an ambush.
Mm-hmm.
That's garbage.
You may do so with advantage, and you can also use insight if you would like.
Let's see which one's better. But it's exactly the same. But here, I'll just do advantage. Click. Fuck.
You can do insight for this. Insight would be more appropriate.
Oh.
Oh shit!
There we go.
All right. So you determine that the creatures are simply trying to gang up on you, like they're trying to flank you from the front and the back. You can tell that you can slightly keep better pace ahead of them on the ground, but if you don't keep moving, you'll likely get overwhelmed. That seems to be what the case is. It's not necessarily a trap, but if you don't keep...
My Halo's force is 10 feet, so make that con save, buddy.
Sure.
Oh, I need to pull up the. I can't remember how fast the damn.
So 20 fast.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Anything else, Gorell?
Yeah, I'm gonna more than likely bolt. I just gotta pull up
The horse stats.
Arcadia or horse real quick.
Yeah, sure. I think it's like, what,
I
60
think
or
it's
something?
60, but I just want to make sure.
Oh, and you're going to take...
Oh wait, but I have the horseshoe, so it's 90.
Yeah, you can go pretty fast. You're taking Masmusu with you.
Yup.
You can use a reaction to scoop somebody up. Who wants to go on the horse?
I do.
The wizard, the
I'm
frail,
Wait,
frail
you're
wizard.
squishier than I am.
I don't know who's the squishiest.
The wizard.
Probably.
Alright, then take the wizard.
Okay, so the druid has 46, right?
Yeah.
The wizard actually has 50. The wizard
Oh.
has 4 more HP.
What the
Well,
fuck?
what's the AC?
How?
AC.
They rolled really well.
17.
19.
You're squishier, technically.
Yeah, technically. Alright,
so
scoop up
I
the
will
wizard.
Scoop up the wizard.
And I could give myself 20 temp HP.
Yeah, sure.
There
So
we
scoop
go.
up the wizard and then just kind of plop yourself on the map.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Where you
haul
wanna
ass
go?
once I can. There it is. It is 60, so it's 90 feet.
Okay.
And since we've established that that is not my movement, I'm going to use my bonus action to steady aim on the fucking horse. We're going to haul ass 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
What?
45,
You just figure out something you can do.
60, 65, 70, 75. Go right here, and then I'm going to shoot this one over here. The one that's kind of like in the straight line.
Alright, sure, go ahead. Give me the hit. Oh, actually, when you rounded the corner, there's a guy right there.
Oh, okay. Well, then I would not have. Alright.
Kindergartners.
Okay, so let's see. 5.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a wizard, baby, right round, round. Hey, what do we want here? Oh, you want to... Let's just do a quick pause while Olivia gets out. Alright, we are back in a terrifying, titillating terror known as a Tontine. One of our players has tragically died, your name. Now we have Gorell attempting to decide who he is going to murk. Who are we going to murk, Gorell?
Well, shit, I guess the one that I'm about to have to pass.
And remember, Mr. Elderbrain and the squishy wizard are on your horse. You can leave yourselves there. I'll just put you wherever the hell you end up going.
Let's see.
What do you
God,
wanna do?
you guys are so low.
Low on what?
On the initiative order.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Well, they're on the horse with you, so they're fine.
No, I know. I want them to be able to go. But yeah, I'll shoot the one that's directly in front of us.
What? Merkham?
Let's see. I'm not going to use sharpshooter just in case. And I do not need advantage. I don't need it. That is a crit.
Jesus,
He's
he
gonna
kersplodes.
Are we just running?
Yeah, I'm just bolting.
I'm gonna bolt as well.
Yeah, you determined that they're not trying to wrangle you into a location, but staying stationary, more of them are going to show up. You got to fucking book it.
Okay, so because that's not even with the
Oh, we're going this way.
actual
Yep.
crit damage.
That's
of
where you can see
the
everything else go.
Sneak attack that I would have done. So he's dead.
Ghost Beast 2.
Alright, so that's. I went 5,
What the fuck is
10,
Ghost Beast 2?
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. You gotta tell me if anybody else pops up.
Here, wait, where are you?
65, 70.
There's a goober.
Okay, 75, 80, 85.
2 goobers.
Okay, so I can see them. How far are you? 20 feet. Actually, I'll stop back here.
Right. Ghost Beast number 2 is going to walk up,
As far as I can get.
and he's going to go right here in the middle, and he's going to attempt to clobber. Going to roll a d3 here. Just gonna do it at random. See which one he's the most racist against. It landed on you, Oleander. I'm really sorry. He's going to attack you twice. It's an 18 or a
he has
12 hit.
Both of those miss.
Miss.
Okay, perfect. Now he's going to do his 2 unarmed strikes. It's a 21 or a 12 hit.
21 hits.
I just take 8 bludgeoning. That's it. All right, and let me see here. Okay, well, no grapples on this.
It's not very cash money.
All right, and that is all she wrote. All right, Cog, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Based.
So
Smart.
Bonus action
and
dash.
because I have the Infiltrator suit on, it increases my speed by 5 feet.
Okay,
So I'm gonna
start booking it.
start booking it.
All right, and you can, go ahead and just tell me where you go.
Because I think I could just make it to where you guys are.
You technically could, I think, yeah.
That's
Well,
like a
You gotta go around the houses.
I know.
So 35.
That's
What's your speed?
35 times 2.
So 70.
65.
You can,
30 to 70.
yeah, you can technically get there. Yeah, go ahead. You can pop them right south of Boot.
So there's 35 that you can get right here.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, go ahead and plop yourself over there.
Whoop.
I love how it just shows people drift over.
I'll move it right there.
All right. Anything else you would like to do, Cog?
No.
Okay.
Like,
Noros!
fuck outta here.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Noros?
Okay.
You are a mighty storm sorcerer
Indeed I am.
who, if I can believe, can cast and. Jahi didn't put his spells in here, which is really weird. He definitely took fly though, so just gonna assume he took fly.
Okay.
You want to cast fly?
I did not know that when I was coming up with a plan, though.
Yeah, his spells aren't in there, which is weird because
Yeah.
usually it would be neurotically well put together. Oh, I think I know what the problem is. Hold on a second. Nope, he didn't do it, which is
Nope.
weird.
No
All right,
stress.
so
I've just been using all of the spells I get from my Marken background as my spell list for
yeah,
this.
it's weird that his spell list isn't populated. All right, you can cast fly. So, do you want to cast fly?
Can fly do more than one person?
No, it's just one. Unless you
In
want
that
to
case.
twin cast it, which you are allowed to do.
I am going to try to help everyone who is nearby. I am going to cast Sleet Storm.
Okay.
That is centered far enough away from me that it doesn't hurt any of my allies, but close enough that it gets all of the people nearby us, these 4 goobers right here.
Alright, you get him. Sleet
And
Storm.
they have to make a dexterity saving throw, I believe.
I'm just gonna roll 4 times for these fucking little assholes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, is the brain just there?
He's on.
He's on the back of the horse.
Horse.
Yeah, they immediately took big squishy brain.
Do any of them
Oh.
fail?
We need to move the brain.
What's your spell save DC?
I don't have control of him, so
Let's see if I can find it.
It is 16. Only
Yes, it is.
2 of them fail.
2 of them fail. Okay,
Okay.
so the
What
two
happens?
that the two that fail
3
fall
of them fail.
prone.
Okay.
All of them are heavily obscured. If they were concentrating on anything, they have to make a Constitution saving throw. Were
Okay.
they?
Okay.
What do
No,
you? Okay.
they have no magic.
So they're in a heavily obscured area on
Okay.
difficult terrain, and the two that failed are prone.
Okay, good.
And
It's-
with my movement, I am turning and running
It's a
away.
DC 16 or 15?
16.
3 of them failed then.
Oh, 3 of them failed. Then
7,
yeah,
15, 10.
Alright, except for one guy who fucking wasted his crit on this. Alright, they're good to go. And then you go 60 feet away.
Yes, please. Just a sec.
35.
Oh, you moving me?
30. Yeah, I'll just put you. You're basically right about there. Alright, Ghost Beast 1 and Ghost Beast 2 path to return. It is Caholan's turn. He is just going to dash. He has a 30.
He has a 45 movement speed.
So,
So he has 80 movement speed.
Jesus Christ. He is just going to. I'm just going to put him right here.
Oh no, he has a 65 movement
Yeah,
speed.
his movement speed is fucking
What?
ridiculously high.
How?
I have no idea.
I let him pick one of those dumb horseshoes that
Oh,
because
okay.
he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
goat.
Oh,
He's a goat person. So yeah, he's gonna be right there with the gang.
Yeah, he's just
These
gonna catch
horse
up to us and be like,
platforms.
I can keep up with you. I'm like,
He's faster than the horse.
No, the horse didn't dash.
Oh, that is true.
The
Alright.
horse can move 180 feet.
Oleander, it is your turn.
a bonus action. I'm gonna turn into a hyena.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
And wait, what's the speed
Or
of
a
the
deer. They both have 50.
Okay.
But crow, deer. They both have a speed of 50, but
Let's see.
I'm gonna do
4 hit points.
hyena
versus 5
because
hit
it has
points.
5 in pack tactics in case I have to use it.
Okay.
So yet again, it looks like Sprigito, the new grass starter from the new region.
Oh my
Love it.
god.
So
Yes.
it looks like it looks like a puppy made of grass. And I have 50 move speed. That was my bonus action. Man, I'm really like wait, if I turn into a deer, since he's made of plants, can I just absorb oak and then spit him out later? So that way I
He
don't
gets
have to-
wrapped in vines and strapped to your back like a backpack.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna slow that. I'll say just uses your reaction.
I have 50 move speed, so if I dash and move, that is 100 feet. So I am going to get 100 fucking feet away. 100 feet fucking closer.
You can't go through buildings.
You're no fun.
Fucking fascist. Not letting you-
God damn it! On roll 20, you
Okay,
fucking
30.
right click and then you change direction. 30,
You just
that's
unclick and you-
70,
80. 80 is right
that's
here.
80. So I could get here.
You're
Good.
gonna go get up close to it? Okay.
I'll get here. You just see a
Okay.
dog made of grass.
Jesus.
Big bolt past this.
Masmusu is going to use his psychic. He's going to use his mind blast on that one goober. It is a DC 18. This is not going to go well for him.
60.
He
feet.
fails. He instantly explodes into viscera as you see his mind begin to quake.
I mean, he
And-
could hit literally all of them.
Oh yeah, it's a cone. All right, well.
No. Mind Blast, it's literally any creatures of its choice within 60
Each time a
feet.
cone, it's just I've been
No,
reading this wrong the
It's
entire
just
time.
anything within 60 feet. So literally
Yeah,
all
they
of them
all
except for the
they
ones
all
at the beginning.
explode and burst into viscera.
The ones behind us too are still within 60 feet.
Oh, he's not there. He's on a horse too.
I know. The ones behind us right there are still within 60 feet.
But he has to see it,
No,
right?
he doesn't. It's a psychic link, and he.
Oh
can
fuck! He
detect
knows
it.
they're there. Yeah, they just died too. Yeah, they're all dead. Yeah. Wow, this guy is OP. Wow,
Yeah,
people would have
uh-huh.
been
In serious trouble.
serious doo doo.
I'm very glad
Oh.
that he is not our enemy.
Because I used
Yeah, I
wild
know.
shape and because I actually
You got to play the druid
expended
toll to get
wild
into
shape.
this deer soul. So
But it's a CR0, so I just do it for free.
yeah. So who cares? All right. It is now Brain Boy's turn. We want to do Brain Boy.
I
Do you have haste? Can you cast haste on the horse?
I do not
horse
have
just
haste.
I mean, I can do that in a
I don't have
sec.
anything I can do. Like
Bye-bye.
Brain killed everybody. Can I
Everyone just
Buff the horse somehow.
I really want to.
can I bless the horse?
Yeah.
Yo.
What's the horse's name?
Lucius.
Okay, I'm going to bless the horse.
In the name of the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit, I bless this horse to be faster.
Yeah.
Technically, he's
You
Lucius. the
gotta go
third.
fast.
Oh no, what happened to the first guy?
Lucius the First. is
Alright,
his dad's horse.
all the other goobers are just gonna pass their turn. Gorell, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, now I can just get. So we're trying to go
Basically to the east.
over here.
Oh, it's
Yep.
medium.
Okay, cool.
I was hoping it'd be small.
Sweet. 5, 10, 15,
To get someone to ride on you.
20, 25, 30, 30.
No. If it was small, then
45,
I would be
50,
able to hop on the
55,
horse
60.
without.
Has anything popped up yet?
Nope. Wait, actually, one thing. Up here.
60, 65. Go, damn it. 65, 70, 80, 85, 90.
Ahead of you, a
100.
good 30 feet, are the steps to the museum.
30 feet? I'm
Yeah.
at 90? Yeah, I just.
Alright, perfect.
I'm
You see from your north and
Into
south
the-
that the ghost beasts are starting to descend from the walls and everything, and they're starting to kind of flank in from that position there. Alright, who is the only. Cog and Noros and Cahoan and the rest of them. So it's
There
just
aren't any within range of me, within 600 feet?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Cog, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Cool. So expeditious retreat is still up.
Bonus action dash.
I'm tempted to cast jump on myself to also just increase.
It wouldn't.
It doesn't boost your movement speed.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
You can
Alright.
only jump a number of feet equal to your max movement.
Ah, sad.
I
Which is
know, right?
cringe.
It's very cringe.
Then
Make jumping great again.
then yeah, just dash.
Okay.
And
Where are you
what's
going?
your movement speed?
It's 70.
So 140.
So 45. 60. 75.
My hope is that if I cast jump on myself, it doesn't change my movement, like the amount of movement that I have. However, it does let me just go straight through
I would allow that.
since I'm jumping over houses.
I would allow that. Go ahead.
Just leaping out, you can't
Yeah.
leap that high.
Shh.
I'm gonna let him do it because it's cool.
And parkour,
Superman
jump on
over
myself. Parkour, jump, and I.
You're
go
jumping
right
over the
here.
ghost beasts as they attempt to lash you with their tentacles. You keep moving forward, and then ahead of you, you see your compatriots and the encroaching horde of ghost beasts, and ahead of you, the museum. Go ahead and move yourself right behind Boot.
Oh.
All right, Noros. What are you doing, Noros?
I am just going to continue running away.
All right, I recommend casting Fly because then it'll give you a movement speed of 60.
Yeah, I don't have fly on my.
You have Fly.
Spell
I'm
list,
just
but I
saying.
assume I have it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So he's just gonna go. He's gonna move 60 feet straight, which is gonna put him right about there.
And Koholin can go 130 feet.
130
So he
feet.
just catches up to us.
Yeah, he
I'm
just
gonna
goes.
move
He
his
just
back
goes.
here.
He's there.
Hold on. Yoink.
All right, now it is lonely Oleander's turn.
Yeah, I have 100 move speed. So that's 50, 60. Well, you said the museum was 200 feet away. I moved 100 feet last turn. I'm moving to another.
Well,
100
in like a straight fucking.
Oh, as the crow flies, not as the height.
Yeah. So when you get to there, when you get to the end, you're basically 30 feet away. It's across this boulevard.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty much.
technically at the entrance because I couldn't reach it, and so is freaking.
I still have a bonus action. God, I wish hyenas could dash as a bonus action. Do I have any bonus action I can do in my hyena form
Probably.
to above me.
The Walker Brain is still.
Oh yeah, we gotta move him over there.
Yeah, I'll be over there.
He's technically on the horse, so.
What does being technically on a horse look like?
It's like floating over its butt.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking heal myself.
There
Good.
you go.
Anyone else need healing?
Nope.
Nope. No,
And you'll get a
nobody's
healing.
got
And you'll get a
touched.
healing.
Everybody gets healing.
You were the only one injured.
No, not 65, just 5.
Jesus.
Because it should remove it automatically.
Just do that. There we go.
Yay! And I gained 3 fucking hit points.
Hit
Wah,
the
wah,
heart and
wah.
it should add it, I think. Yeah.
Click.
Oh.
Make sure you're on your. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And I click it. It'd be pretty base if it does it.
Nice!
Yeah! Fucking love Panther. Alright. It is Mr. Elderbrain's turn. He doesn't do anything. Holds his action. It is now Boot turn.
Wait. Roll the
Nice.
d6 to see if it recharges its thing.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Nope.
Sad. God, that fucking ability is horrifying.
Uh-huh.
Can I cast less of myself?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who's the best? This guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You bless yourself.
Cool.
All right. It is. Well, you could have blessed yourself earlier because you do it on 3 people. So you, the horse, and who else?
You.
Noros. Got it.
Yes.
All right. As a Christian
You're
courtesy,
lagging behind.
I can fly.
Noros is going to catch up to the rest of the gang. A lot of you are all together. Ahead of you is a museum. You arrive on the steps in the following order: Gorel, Cog, Noros, Caholin, Oleander, Boot, and then of course, Gorel, the Brain, Amasmusu, and our dear friend Boot arrive at once. And you see coming out over the buildings are dozens and dozens and dozens of ghost beasts as they begin to surround you. And you can see that they begin to approach the. There's like a thin fog kind of obscuring their vision, and they come into the clearing around the museum. And you can tell that as soon as they see the museum, they stop. They immediately stop. Dozens and dozens of these strange, pale, blue creatures gawk at the museum, look at the door, and slowly step backwards into the mists, disappearing.
Right, that seems like a bad thing.
And in front of you is Her Majesty's Museum. I'm going to open up the first of 3 fucking floors. The door is slightly ajar. No one make a jar joke. And and before you is the museum in all of its glory. You can see that the doors are open. You're welcome to walk in. Who is going to be the brave soul who walks in?
I mean,
I
I got
mean-
the highest AC. If anything's gonna swing out, I could just take it.
I'm gonna sneak.
Technically speaking, I have 5 temp HP, so as a grass doggo, I just doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Well, I'm gonna stealth while they're
Same.
doing all
I'm
this.
also gonna
16
stealth.
heavy machine gun turrets come out because you didn't buy a ticket. That's a public museum. So
21 stealth.
you open the door, and you can see ahead of you is a small little plaque that details the exhibits in some of the rooms.
16 stealth.
I let the horse stay, or actually, I poof the horse back into its demi-queen.
Yeah, because you can
Fine
just do
seed.
that. Yeah, I know. I love Fine Seed. Here are the lists. You can tell that there's 12 items, but 5 of them, the plaques are missing for some strange reason. It says, Fiendish Armor of the Demon Wastes, Level 1. Cultural Artifacts from the Enslaved Elves of Cendric, Level 1. Art and Zuriat, Level 1. Religion in the Demon Wastes, Level 1. Level 2. Dwarvish Tales from the Time Before the Moorholds. Level 2. Necromancy in Argonesson. Level 3. The Blood of Vol, Exposition Artifacts, Loan. And then that's the end of the list. The remaining 5 items have fallen off. I will post this in chat.
Okay, thank you.
Post it in chat, so even the goobers at home can pay attention.
The Tontine. Yeah. Oh, wait. Did you post it to the Tontine? Or?
No, I posted it in chat for
Oh,
the game.
okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, where's the cultural artifacts of the enslaved elves?
And it's on the first floor.
Yeah, I'm going to go find that.
Okay. Oh, it does say one little thing. One moment here. It also lists where the curator's office is.
Hey,
That's
What's
what
up?
I need.
Is threats ever going to be on display in the Blood of Wolves section?
Maybe. Except that's not the blood of Vol. That'd be a hell artifact.
No.
Somebody has that.
Well, not Asgard. 'Cause
Yeah.
Asgard's dead.
Yeah.
Asgard probably technically still has it, just not the Asgard we know.
Yeah.
It's a different
Because
Asgard.
Hell just kind of pops him back out and goes.
On the
Too bad.
left,
Good work.
the door to your immediate left says administrative. The door to your immediate left says administrative offices, and the door to your right says kitchenette and cafeteria. Ahead of you, it says further on the left are the cultural artifacts from the enslaved elves of Cendric, and on the right is fiendish armor of the demon wastes, as well as art and Zoriat and religion of the demon wastes. The final three items, the dwarvish tales, the necromancy, and the blood of Vol, are on the second floor.
Can I go into the fossil room?
I'm going to the Elven culture.
Can I go?
Oh, I don't have
to this
third
room
level
with
spell
the
slots.
statues?
Why is Colholland attached to me?
I don't know, he just is, and it's fucking
I
great.
can't undo it.
We'll figure it
You
out.
know what?
Can I go to this room
Alright.
with the statues? What room is
Oh, man.
Just go ahead and plop yourself where you want to
Hey,
investigate.
can we take a long rest in here?
No.
So that way when I wake up, I can summon. I could create undead on this
library.
on this Triceratops skeleton.
Where's the Elven artifact room?
The Elven Artifact room is on the right. Go ahead and, let me see, Elven Artifacts. I will put you where you, here, look at
Yes,
me.
thank you. I'm just gonna stop.
Elven Artifacts. Noros, where do you want to go?
I'm over here on the
Wait,
bridge.
let's see if I
You're on the bridge?
Is it gonna make both of us weird?
Stand at the water.
That would be cool.
Okay.
Is there a magic item?
It
room?
does.
Or is that would that be elven artifacts?
We're still attached.
They're all kind of magic.
Actually, no, I
They're all
want to be
kinda
in
magic.
here.
So
I'm
he's
going to be
right
rifling
over
through the
here.
bookshelf.
Where's
I
the
like
Ian
that.
separate?
Here, 1 minute,
Where's
one at
the
a time.
shit?
Alright, so let's start from the top. Who is going to Fiendish Armor of the Demon Wastes? Who is going to Fiendish Armor of the Demon Wastes?
Not
What would
Anybody?
that- what would that be? What does that entail?
Fiendish Armor of the Demon Wastes. It's just an armor
I.
room.
Armor of Rakshasas and
Sure.
things of that nature.
Alright?
I'll do that. Where's that?
Alright, we'll start from the top then. You enter to the room, and if Olivia zooms out, I can actually point it out on the map while I also read my block text. Ah, Olivia, fascist. Alright, the room with the big statues, it's like the L on the right. That's the, basically, yeah, right over there. That is the, there's a variety of statuettes and other items in here. There is a small plaque that is affixed to one of the larger items, and it says, recovered in the demon wastes, researchers conclude that this is an armor of a fiendish commander. Attunement to the item has been impossible, vexing researchers. The armor is in a thick glass case, and the armor is pitch black with faint trims of thin ruby around basically the pauldrons and other items. It's covered in infernal sigils. Does anyone speak infernal? Aside from
Yes,
Caholen.
Colholland does.
Alright, Caholen is conveniently going to be there to translate. Caholen leans in and starts translating the infernal sigils. The infernal sigils are basically a rap sheet that is attached to the exterior of his armor, detailing everything the person that owned it used to do. Boiling children in the blood of their mothers and then eating them. Feeding an angel to its own brother, amongst other acts. They're very depraved.
What's the name of the Rakshasa who used to wear this armor?
I am glad you add that. Caholen starts to look through all the infernal sigils, getting more and more disgusted as he gets down. One of the crimes is not returning a shopping cart to the corral, even though he was right next to it.
Removing shopping carts from the corral.
Leaving them in
And
parking
putting them like
spaces.
perfectly in front of cars and behind.
Yes.
Directly
There's
in the
one
parking
thing.
space.
It says that this armor belongs to the giver of dust. And this sigil is attached on a small little scabbard that is on the hip of the armor. However, you notice that the sheath is missing. It seems to be only the clip where the sheath would be put in. The sword and the accompanying items are missing, except for the iconography denoting who the sword belonged to. The metal is strange and pitch black like coal. Even from here, you can tell, because the interior of the glass case is slightly humid, is that the armor gives off heat.
Can we just say we go as a
Really
group
want it.
all together to every single room?
Yeah, you want to do
Just
that?
so you could read through all your fucking lore that you wrote?
I really want it. I want the
Do you want to
armor.
try to break through the case?
Ooh, I'm really tempted.
Let's try that after we find
Oh
out
yes,
things.
after
Aren't
the
we in a
after.
museum?
We
Yeah,
have-
you are. It's in the museum. I wrote a bunch of things for each fucking section. There's even one on the dinosaurs.
A museum is just a you know a
museum in the
clean
middle
mall.
Wait a
of
minute.
the Mournland that no one is ever going to get to again, more than likely. So
Oh.
yeah, we're going to take all.
Does
the
anyone want to
shit.
investigate the armor? Because you kind of just
Oh,
looked at it and read the
absolutely.
plaque and everything.
Who does it belong to?
The
27.
giver of dust. That's what it says on the infernal
Oh, okay.
sigils.
27.
As you were looking forward and kind of start parsing the tufts and everything, you notice that there's strange red hair jammed in some of the exterior pauldrons on top of the collar. They got pinched when it was removed.
It's a Rakshasa.
I want it. Remember wanting anything
Wait, does it
more?
have gloves?
Yeah, pauldron, yeah.
And the thumbs are reversed?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a Rakshasa. Rakshasas have freaky fucking hands.
Really?
Yeah, they're.
Yeah,
their thumbs are
canonically
upside
they have backwards hands.
Yeah. Their hands are like this, like they.
I think Milo
go
brought it up
backwards.
once, and then
Yeah.
everyone just completely forgot about it.
The Rakshasas
He
have
has
backwards
weird,
hands.
creepy backwards hands. They're fucking
Oh.
freaky. The next section, or the items recovered from Centric.
Wait.
What?
Do you say out loud that you want this?
Yeah, see?
Oh, I can help with that.
A large, loud, resonating hum echoes through the chamber. Give me a perception check.
Son of a bitch.
I shillelagh my quarterstaff and.
Oh, well, that's.
Deployed anti-theft measures as 16 total.
23.
You hear the warble echo through the entire museum. It is deathly silent. There is
Glass
no
doesn't
response.
break.
Glass does not break. There is no.
See?
There is no further sound.
Oh, then I know what I'll do.
They
Yeah, it's
go
got the
this
weird-
way.
Can
Yeah,
I
they're fucking
investigate the rest of this room before we move on?
Me too.
Yeah, there's actually a few other statues in here. I'll read off what they are. Because there's just plaques. It's not like a mystery what's in here.
Figure out something. I'm gonna get through this.
God, I added way
Well, I
too
got a
much.
21
I mean,
if that
I'll
helps.
try
If that helps me read.
like
The glass doesn't break though.
seeing if there's
Uh-uh.
any
That's
latch.
lame.
Like, are there any latches?
Oh, you wanna try
or
something else?
anything on it?
It
Like
seems to be a
bottom?
solid kind of glass thing, but you can tell that it seems to be affixed, like it slides on top of something. The material seems to be impenetrable, but it doesn't seem to be held in place by anything.
There's nothing on the ground that would like move it. No mechanisms. No nothing.
You know, like it looks like the box that our dear friend is in, where it has.
See.
Yeah, it's like that, but it slots into something in the floor, but that section isn't attached, like a hinge or
Are
anything
there
like
any
that.
gaps or anything around it?
There's a faint gap around it, yeah, very
Okay.
tiny. Huh?
About how big?
Like you could slip a piece of paper through it. It looks like.
Would a spider be able to squeeze in there?
You can try.
What about a gaseous form?
That I would allow.
I don't have gaseous form and I don't have third level spell slots.
Wah, 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 wah.
Well, I used the first one to make
Oh,
oak,
no more.
and then I used another one to summon the flower friend that dragged the motherfucker into the deep dark.
Okay. Oh, let me read
yeah.
off the other statues that are in this room before we move on to turning into a
So
spider.
I will. Oh yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
okay.
And then I'm gonna.
There are
turn
3
into
other
a spider.
statues in this room that are of note. There's a small statue of Jayla Duran, the present keeper of the Silver Flame. It is an 8-year-old human girl holding a stylized flame made of silver. She's basically the structural equivalent of the Pope. That's the easiest way to describe it. There's a statue of Jolin Sol, who is the paladin, or rather the keeper of the flame that started the Silver Crusade, which, if I remember, was 800 years in the past, and it's when the Silver Flame attempted to genocide every lycanthrope in the entire continent. It nearly did it. What's weird about this one...
Anti-furry.
Exactly. This statue is covered in a tarp. You had to remove the tarp in order to actually see the statue. Now, there's another statue in here, and there's a bunch of pamphlets in front of it, and it shows a very modestly sized, elegant lich draped with purple and green robes with dragon wings. This is a statue of Lady Ilmaro, which is put in here to inform people about the dangers of her presence, and to, if you see anything, say something. And there's some pamphleture that describes her various crimes. She is said to possess the mark of death and is seeking to make her body alive again so that she can become a goddess of death. She's the scourge of civilized lands. She's the most skilled necromancer known to exist in Corver at the present moment.
Or she went and got it off your corpse after you were executed.
Oh yeah.
Before hell was like,
And
what are you doing home?
Right.
Get back out
Right.
there.
And aside from that, that's about the other statues in here. The rest of them are like minor little figures and stuff like that, and statuettes of like, you know, like a nice dog that someone put together and things of that nature.
Was that the wait? Which one was the one that had the thing over it, the sheet over it?
That was the guy, Jolin Sol, the guy who started the Silver Crusade. All right, anything else we want to look in here? What?
Oh, not in there, but I would like to investigate the office that I'm in.
Sure, we will go there after I guess we do this room.
Okay.
All right, you want to sneak in there?
As a spider, I will or like an ant or like a bumblebee or something.
An ant would work. You skulk
What
in
about a
there.
bumblebee?
Too fat. Too fat. I have to be an ant.
Plus, you
What
can't
about-
fly.
Yeah, you can't fly.
Oh yeah, fuck me.
So you turn into an ant, and you skulk in there. Congrats, you're inside a cage with a Rakshasa's super evil demon armor. What do you want to do?
If I get in between the surface and the glass, and then end wild shape, or wild shape into something bigger,
Just
like a
crush yourself.
deer, would it
Try it and find out.
disengage
Oh, God, this
the
is gonna
mechanism?
end.
Try it and find out.
I
Swing
will
yourself.
get
Fuck
in
around and
between-
find out.
I will get in between the mechanism.
Okay.
Oh, can I walk around to see if I could find any locks locking the glass onto the
You can
cage?
actually tell from the exterior there are no locks. This thing seems to be designed to just slot over it, and they didn't anticipate anyone doing this. They just didn't want anyone to accidentally hit the armor, which is why it's surrounded by this box.
Okay, so I'm in between.
Give me a con save with advantage.
And then I'll turn into what is the biggest CR0 thing? I think medium.
Huge
Oh,
beast? What?
What is that?
It's a snail the size of an elephant? Do it.
It's a massive
Oh.
shell.
In the middle of the
It's the
museum.
things from A Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Alright, so you turn into a giant snail, and you immediately.
Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Okay. You immediately yeet the cage right out from underneath you. It
And
flies
then-
across the room and just plows into a wall, and it just stays there indented. You
And then
do.
I'll end wild shape, so that way I'm not a huge snail.
Okay. You do knock the armor over, and it goes, and then falls on the ground.
Oh, I kind of want to touch it. I don't really care.
Terrible
There you
idea.
go. Now you have access to it.
Thank you.
High five.
All right, what do you want to do with the super evil armor?
Poke.
You touch it.
Yeah.
Give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Flat because I am a Vidalcan.
Oh shit, you're right. All right, go ahead.
Fuck.
What did you do? It's very bad, isn't it?
8.
We'll see what happens. I'm done with this.
We'll get back to that later. But
You're gonna
You
be
feel
cursed.
a strange
You're gonna be
kind of
cursed.
presence kind of waft over you.
Oh, it's a sentient armor. No.
I'll kill it, and then I'll wear it.
We'll have to kill you at some point because it's gonna take over your fucking brain.
Oh my god, is this the super evil armor that turned Gyarados into a fucking warlord?
No, maybe. You'll find
Berserker
out.
armor? Oh, no.
The berserker armor.
I'll figure it out.
You'll find out.
It'll be fun.
All right. What? So we want to go to the office next.
Yes.
I also wanna check out the
I've been
elephant
into
stuff.
Viceland.
All right. Well, let's go over to where our dear
Sure.
friend buggered off to, so we can go in order.
Whatever.
Let me scroll
Just-
all the way down to where I put this thing because it is way the fuck down here. Jesus Christ, I made too much content.
So
All right.
is this the cultural artifacts?
No, they're in the office. Let me see. Can you scroll a little bit? And you remember, I think they're in the bottom left. Correct.
Yeah, there.
All right, that is actually the MacGuffin room. So yeah.
Oh no.
I've just been in there rifling through the.
Okay.
The desk.
You enter this room and you can see that things seem to be relatively intact. There's some papers lying on the desk. However, you can see a kind of faint emerald glow emerging from the room in the bottom left through the door, which has a small little porthole in it.
So, quick investigation. There's nothing of interest on the bookshelves or.
Just like
Any of that?
random stupid stuff, like pottery techniques of the Cabalran elves. You know, nothing miserably interesting. Just something a PhD student would find deeply fascinating, but no one else would.
Okay, I'll go follow the mysterious green glow.
All right, so I take it now. Everyone sees the mysterious green glow. How do we react to the mysterious green glow?
Don't go in there.
I'm going in. Where is it? This way?
Yeah, right down there in the bottom
I
left.
think it's because I had more than once. Oh no, I unselected it. No, it doesn't work.
Alright. Where is the
Do we
ghost-
want to go into this room before checking everything else out?
Yeah, if this is
If
the
this is the
MacGuffin
MacGuffin, we
room,
should probably
this should
check
be the
everything
last
else
thing we
first.
do.
Okay.
Yeah, avoid that. Back to elven artifacts.
You guys are like, you know what? I just really feel like exploring our rich cultural heritage.
I feel like seeing if there's any elven bullshit.
You
that
can
I
always
wanna
explore later, you know.
Take. Well, we explore first.
Am I stuck in the same spot,
Oh,
or we're just gonna move on?
No, you're cursed, but you'll find out later.
Do you collect the armor?
Oh, I'm bringing the armor with me.
You become a statue.
I'm like holding on.
It is sickeningly warm to the touch, but as after you know feeling that presence on your mind, it's almost motherly to you. You feel like you're being swaddled You love it. So you pocket it away. Go ahead and add totally not cursed armor to your inventory. It weighs 65 pounds, so keep that in mind. Just add 65.
Fun with that.
You take it apart, slap it on your side, whatever. All right, cool. All right, let's go. Now, what
Can we
room did
just
you
put
want?
it in the bag of holding?
Artifacts of the elves.
No, I'm not.
If you
I'm
think
not letting
Kevin's
go
gonna
of
let
it.
go of it.
Yeah.
You enter a room entitled Artifacts of the Elves. There's only a single case in here. It is a torque. Does everyone remember what a torque is?
I don't
Which
know.
room are we in?
It is the. Well, let me see where the hell it is. Yeah, right over there. A torque is basically like one of those metal band crowns that goes around your neck, like a Celtic crown. It's one of those. Recovered in Cendric, the torque was found by Syrian archaeologists exploring ruins within the interior of the continent. The giant runes on the exterior say they shall be buried. The remaining runes seem to give some insight as to they, but they are not decipherable. And yes, you can read it.
Yeah.
You do know one thing: the translation is wrong.
Oh. What does it actually say?
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you.
Wait, what?
Does anyone else? Does anyone else speak
Giant.
giant?
Yeah, I do.
No.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say it aloud then.
Oh, I speak giant.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, it says the first word is I couldn't think of a slur for this. It's basically what an elf slur against giants. So if you can think of something funny an elf would use as a racial epithets against giants, you can submit them, and whoever gives me the funniest one will get an inspiration. But it's basically blank shall be buried. All of them shall be made into dust. You can tell that it's some kind of ward and call to action. The torque is made of brass with small rings of what seem to be marble. And if you look a little bit closer, which imagine people do, you can see that there's the milky glass that kind of glistens faintly, even though this area isn't particularly bright. And as far as you can tell, there's actually no direct light sources, but the room is lit. You have no idea where the light is coming from. It seems to be,
Can you spell that?
huh?
Torque.
Torc. See, right there.
Oh.
Like that. It's
Oh,
like
it's one of
Celtic
these.
neck crown. See, like those. Yeah, it's one of those. This one is in a case that just opens. If you wanted to just unlock it, you are welcome to. Yeah, just mage it, flip it open. Okay. Does anyone want to do any further investigation to it?
Yeah. Mage hand it up into you and be like,
You gonna identify
you're
it?
not gonna kill us.
I'll identify it, but Boot is like thoroughly disgusted by this object.
Wow.
All right. The item is of elven craft and has some weight to it. Abjuration magic emanates from it, and you determine that it gives you +2 AC if you're unarmored and not using a shield. In addition, it allows you to make weapon attacks as a reaction.
Oh,
Nice.
that would
I
be.
take off the pickpocket necklace.
What does it do?
Don't put that on.
It's basically bracers of defense, but it also allows you to use your reaction to make attacks.
It was made by elves.
Don't put
Just
that
whenever
on.
you
Why?
want.
It's bad
Well,
shit.
like
Don't
it still
put that
uses
on.
your
I
reaction,
mean, I
but
can read
yeah.
it too.
So you could
Yeah,
technically
don't
do
put
3
that
attacks in a turn if you want, but you can't be wearing armor or using a shield.
Which I don't.
Fuck that.
I think
Why not?
It's bad shit. Don't put that on.
Oh,
Why?
you do determine one other noteworthy thing. Any hit that you strike using your reaction with this thing automatically crits against giants.
Oh, great.
So it's an anti-giant, like it's an elven-made thing, but the elven slaves of Zendrick made this.
Yes.
Why is it bad?
Just don't put that on. It's
But why?
there's got to be something wrong with it. Just don't put it on.
I grab it with my hand by itself.
Now I can. If you do, you want to reveal to them, say, some little lore about Cendric? No. Nothing?
Do I?
Well, it's something that like a researcher would reasonably know. So not something outwardly suspicious.
Yeah.
Okay. So these things belong to creatures known as juggernauts. They are said to be born from the elven desire to be free from the giants, and they are specters that haunt the land, and they are branded with these torques in order to guide their, zealous pursuit of justice towards eliminating the giants. Legend says that they will continue to stalk the land of Cendric until every giant is dead. And you can tell that this is one of their protective collars that they traditionally wore, according to legend.
Does it seem cursed?
Hmm?
Does it seem cursed?
You didn't determine any curses from it, but I don't know.
You're grabbing it with your bare.
Yeah, I grabbed it with my bare hand, so.
Nothing outwardly strange seems to occur to you.
honestly Norris could use that. It's not
Norris
really-
doesn't use weapon attacks, does he?
No, it's only for weapon attacks.
I have a dagger. An ancestral dagger.
Yeah.
He's a sorcerer.
That's his House Lyrandar ancestral blood dagger.
It could work as a weapon.
Why wouldn't I put it on?
There's something wrong with that. Just put it back.
Definitely not putting it back. Why wouldn't I put it on?
Well, the pursuit of science is to make an observation and then test the hypothesis.
Fine. Pursuit of science. Put it on.
Test subject 001, I authorize you to begin test. Please place the collar around your neck.
And I'll pull out a little notepad and a pen.
Go ahead, put it on, see what happens.
Why can't you explain to me that, like, what's bad about it?
It's a fucking giant, like, artifact. Why
No,
would you
it's
want
an elven artifact.
against giants? Why
Yes.
do you want that on you?
I am an elf. I hate giants.
The giants did enslave his people,
We
so
There's
literally
some logic
venerate
there.
our
There's
ancestors.
some logic there. I didn't know you were an elf.
Yeah, I'm 100% an elf. I literally venerate like the ancient people.
Oh, you would technically know what this object is.
Yeah,
Also.
like
Yeah.
I. So
This is like the mid 1900s, and you're asking an Irishman, why are you gonna grab that anti-British tank rifle? Why are you
doing
so
that for?
anti-British?
And I'm like, what?
Why are you so anti-British?
So
Oh, normally,
actually, I guess go ahead.
for people to attune to this item, you have to soak it in giant blood, unless you're an elf.
Yeah, perfect. Since I would know about it, since my people came from there,
It is definitely not cursed.
not immediately goes on.
You attuned. Your AC goes up by 2,
Oh, lucky.
and you can use your reaction to make attacks.
Damn.
If anyone wants this, and it's the necklace that makes you literally unpickpocketable
With magic.
with magic.
With magic, yeah. Some guy can just sneak up and give you a little handy, and then sneak off with your stuff, but he can't use mage hand to do it. All right. Shall we go to the next room? Where would we want to go next?
Next room.
All right. Who hasn't
Just
gone
in
yet?
order.
Just in order? All right, fine. Fuck it.
The Art of Soria.
This is actually exactly what it is. You enter the room and you see a statue. Everyone immediately apprehends the statue. I need you all to make a wisdom saving throw.
What room is it?
It's going to be the one. Yeah, it's going to be in the pond.
Oh, that's where I was before.
Sure.
I'll just jump in the pond.
Oh no, I fucked up. Did I?
Wisdom save.
No, you're on the second floor. Wait, why are there trasks everywhere?
Wait, what are we doing? Wisdom
16.
save?
Yeah, wisdom save with disadvantage.
Oh, with
Disadvantage?
disadvantage?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh.
Alright, now let's add.
Did anyone get below a 7?
Just-
I should have done regular.
Oh, whoops. Not
Just
good.
straight wisdom, nothing.
Yep, just straight wisdom saving throw.
Item. Alright. Can you send me
I still would have
the
Jesus!
blurb about it? So
Oh,
I
sure.
can put it in the description of the item in my stuff.
I'm rolling really well tonight.
Rolling shit.
You're fucking destroying me and everything I believe in. Actually, I'll just stick it in chat. So it'll be easier than you and me logging.
Thank you. Control C.
Bjork.
Click.
Bjork.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know why it does that.
'Cause it's
Okay,
technically good.
you walk into this room and it says the Art of Zoriet, and there's a single small little object, kind of, see the little rock in the pond? There's like a pedestal, and there's an object on it. You look at the object, and it immediately causes your head to hurt. Causes your head to hurt a lot. You rub your eyes, you look at it again, your head continues to hurt, until eventually this object turns into something. And you see below it is a small plaque. Who wishes to read the plaque?
I'll
What
read it.
language is it in?
It's just in common.
No.
All right. A recent addition to our collection given by the gatekeepers. This item is a statue of aberrant design. No two people ever describe it as looking the same, but the sense of calm and ease when looking at it, at its pluripotent form, is the only constant people can settle upon. What do you see, visitor? All right, what is this creepy, basically an entire plane of existence run by insane artists? What does it look like to you? It could look like anything.
To me or to any of
To
us?
anyone. Because everyone can see it and be extremely confused. You can't tell one thing. If you look at it too long, it feels like it's almost trying to draw you in. Are you going to let it draw you in, or do you want to resist?
Resist.
Okay, give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
This is what it looks like to Oleander.
It looks like the bean.
But vertical.
It's so hideous.
And it is the pinkest pink.
All right, perfect. I like that.
Because fuck Stuart Sim. No. Who designed this? Stuart Simple. What's his fucking name?
You following? You
Anish Kapoor. Fuck Anish.
Oh yeah, that guy sucks. He's the guy with the Vanta Black thing or whatever, right?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, back on track. So you find yourself drawn into its form, and you almost fall into it, and you're swirling through an inky black mire of nonsense, and suddenly you are surrounded by dancing lights, shining gemstones, crackling fire, and then you suddenly find yourself back in there, covered in sweat, and you found yourself with a disturbing piece of knowledge that you cannot parse. You have the ability to automatically pass one wisdom saving throw. One.
Nice.
Yo.
All right. What does anyone else want to do with this object? Do you want to fall into it, or do you want to resist its strange confines? And feel free to describe what it looks like before you start getting drawn in. I know it looks like the bean to Oleander. Now, to Grow, what does it look like to you?
Oh, I'm trying to get it to download. Hold on.
Okay. Cog?
Probably a cogwheel.
Cogwheel? Okay, that's kind of neat. And how about for Noros? I guess whatever the opposite of lightning is. It's a loving father, which automatically throws him off. It's a loving father. He's like, no, impossible. All right.
It is the visual representation of the feeling you get when you're really deep underground and like kind of.
Oh shit! I love
claustrophobic.
that. That's so creepy. He does fly in the air. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, he would love that.
It's
That's
like
good.
the visual representation
Okay.
of claustrophobia.
Now you can either resist its attempt to pull you in, or you can just give up. What do you want to do?
Give up.
You give up? Who else gives up?
Give up.
Want to give up? Give up?
No.
All right. What do you got?
It's more fun this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you acquiesce and surrender to the mystical artifact, and you find yourself drawn into the beam, and you're in a land of various swirling silver slides as you are careening down and down and down, going in loop-de-loops, and you see endlessly refracting versions of yourself coming in upon one another until you eventually start sliding into a representation of your own head, and you fall into the mouth, and then you get swallowed, and you wake up. You're back here, you're in a cold sweat, and you have an insular piece of forbidden knowledge. Now, you're welcome to think about what that is, but when you use this ability to automatically pass a wisdom saving throw, I want you to tell me what horrifying artistic vision you discovered in that swirling realm.
Can I tell it to you now?
You can tell it to me later.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Now, cog. You see a cog. You swirl
Say
through
cog.
it. You very, very derivative. You find yourself in an assembly line. You are being painstakingly put together. You can see your flesh being mounted onto a frame, your eyes being planted into your skull, your brain being poured through your ears. And with the stereotypical, industry is happening song, you're like, dun, dun, I can't do it off the top of my head. You know what I'm talking about, that song.
Gotcha.
And you keep chugging along, until eventually at the end they basically put the meat and flesh of your hands on you like gloves, and then you rub your eyes with your hands, and as you put your hands away, you are back in the field, you're in a cold sweat, and you get the same thing. You get to pass one wisdom saving throw, automatically, no questions asked. One. But you have to tell me what forbidden knowledge you learned within that insular plane. Now, Noros, you find yourself
I do
digging.
not let it take me.
You don't want to take you? Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Just one or with disadvantage?
With just regular.
A save?
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, well, you fail. So you get wrapped into it. You find yourself compressed. You feel the walls closing in on you. And as you keep moving through the tunnel, it gets tighter and tighter and tighter until you feel it almost splitting you in half. And right where you feel you can't bear it anymore, you're suddenly back in the mortal plane, and you are covered in sweat, and you get the ability to pass one wisdom saving throw automatically. Now, Gorell, what do you see?
I'm trying to see if it's gonna work for me or not. This is the best one I got. It didn't really give me what I wanted, but something like this.
Okay.
It's like a Lovecraftian nightmare.
You see the swirling mire of tentacles. I'm like, Mom? Mas Musu was like, Dad? You get pulled into the mire, and you find yourself being slowly digested and basically assaulted by tentacles. You are pulled into the object, and you get the same perk. You get to pass one wisdom saving throw. Automatically, no questions asked. But you have to tell me what forbidden thing you've learned. There's a small little plaque, and there's also a little box that actually says, please write down what you saw and put it in here for research purposes. Does anyone comply?
Boot complies.
Wait, what does it say?
Please write down what you saw for research purposes.
Okay, yeah. Oleander will do
Sure.
the same.
Yeah.
Same.
Boot's an academic.
If my friends are doing that, I will.
As you plop it in, a single gold coin comes out of a slot and plops in. So you get 1 gold for giving your opinion.
Sweet.
Can I
Right.
give another opinion?
50. And I just put 1, another.
Yeah,
another,
that's
another. Is it working?
No, it just gives you 1 coin.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. Now, let me see what we have here. We're going to do the next room. Okay. Oh, actually, there's one other noteworthy thing. There is an actual title for this piece of art that is underneath it. And it says that this title is Impressions of Other Minds, is the title of this piece. But there is no signature or any other telltale mark here, aside from the fact that the guy who made this was clearly fucking crazy. And not like a cartoonish kind of way, like, this guy saw some shit and now he makes sure everyone else gets to see it too. It's like Andy Warhol, but more evil. So,
Madness.
Anish Kapoor.
yeah, so cool. Yeah. All right, let me just double check here. I have to remember what the next one is. Okay, the next one is entitled Religion in the Demon Wastes. This one is my favorite one, aside from the fucking
What room
statue.
is that one in?
It's in the room with the dinosaur. Actually, no, it's at the. See, there's like a weird little thing to the top. Just go directly north of where you are right now. Right there, in that room. There's a large crystal jar with a tapered top. Now, inside of it is a random object. And this object is your greatest desire. It's something that could fit inside the jar, but you can tell that if you were to put your hand into it and grasp it, you would not be able to remove your hand, endlessly
Batman
tempting you.
helmet.
Huh?
Can I have the Batman helmet?
Yeah. So within is your greatest desire, and there is a small little plaque underneath it. This curious jar has been identified by researchers as a sacred, and the sacred is in quotations, artifact. If you inspect the crystal structure, you can find infernal script detailing the following. Think only of Mammon, where God is his purse. Caholen verifies that this text is actually accurate. If you have the displeasure of having looked at the jar before looking at this plaque, you will discover that your greatest desire lurks within, and you will be subject to that desire intensely. You'll attempt to remove it, and you will be stuck. As a matter of fact, the researchers who discovered this jar found a desiccated corpse whose hand was stuck within it. If you have been subject to the curse that emanates from this object, this courtesy rod to the right will dispense the magical effect. And you see that there is a large brass rod with an emerald on top. And after reading this, what do you all do?
I touch the rod.
Yeah.
Touch the rod?
Touch the rod.
Does anyone not touch the rod and want to see how long this train goes down?
I do.
Okay, perfect. Now, Noros, I can only imagine it's going to be lightning in a bottle because that's hilarious. So, Noros sees, I don't know, some aspect of magical lightning, and I guess we can just have Jahi fill this in later when he responds to me. And, sticks his hand in there, tries to grab it, can't remove it, and he keeps insisting that he needs to get it, and then he's just got it, and he's going to get it.
Can we move the rod?
Huh? No, it's like fixed in one place. But you can't grab him and try to get his hand to plop on it. It's within reaching range because they understood
Okay,
that
yeah.
people would get stuck in this stupid thing.
Yeah.
All right, so you grab him, put his hand on the rod, zap, he's back to normal. All right, what would we like to
Does
do
the
next?
hand pull out of the jar?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
takes his hand out of the jar. Now, does anyone want to do anything else? Like, say, for example, examine what the name Mammon means.
I will do that.
Okay.
What roll?
It would be history, or technically it would be religion, actually. But you can do history. That's fine.
Yes.
Okay.
26.
Mammon is the demon lord of oozes and also the demon lord of greed and consumption. This creature
Makes sense.
is actually canonically dead. This is one of his sacred artifacts, and this artifact continues to basically generate its magic essence, because even though its maker is gone, it still has that kind of magical inertia. Anything else? All right, we want to go to the next one?
Yes.
Okay, the next room is on the second floor. This one doesn't have a plaque on it. It's like the room, it's on the other side of this. What is here is a triptych. Does everyone know what a triptych is?
Nope.
It's like 3 paintings that are basically just held together with hinges. It's like a left frame, middle frame, right frame.
You
Okay.
played God the things that his son always opens and talks about.
Yeah, and then it's like, Hieronymus Bosch's Garden of Earthly Delights. That's a famous triptych. Okay, the small plaque below this is in Dwarvish, oddly enough, with a translation in common. Does anyone speak Dwarvish?
I think I do. Oh no, I speak Gnomish.
Same.
Okay. Well, I'm going to read off the comment. This item was added to our collection by Lord Morrican, having been retrieved from the realm below. Although Dwarvish, this item is not of Norish make, but the predecessor people who dwelt below. This is the tale of Yrnir, a sort of Dwarvish legend. And then there are 3 panels. And each panel underneath it has 3 little placards in common. I'm just going to read them off. The one on the left shows a god which seems to have his head roaring back in laughter as he is stabbed in the chest by various swords, 9 of them. And you see him twisting his finger, and basically it has him on the left side, and then halfway through the painting it shows him kind of disintegrating and turning into nothing. And where his corpse was is a single blade, which has a pale white handle and a green pommel and a hilt made of solid brass. And the text is as follows. The laughing lord, felled by his brethren, gave the last laugh. This laugh became firmament and turned into a blade of scathing woe, known as Yrnir. Now the one in the center, as it shows a creature covered in full plate grasping the sword in the previous panel, and energy is engulfing them. As it takes lives, it takes years. They who bear the blade will never know fear. The want of death, the age-old specter, kept at bay by a silvered blade. Right? And then the final panel shows this creature from the center panel twisted and mangled, with grasping vines and roots, pustules and other things coursing around its body. And this panel shows a creature in full plate with Yrnir by its side, and the creature sits atop a throne of skulls and clocks. Now, is anyone here familiar with, do you speak Dwarvish? No one speaks Dwarvish. Does anyone want to give me a history check?
I'll give you a
Sure.
All right, give me a history check. Let's see if you beat the DC.
Actually,
Jesus, Cog. All right. Cog, you took an elective on Dwarvish history. So, this sword is a legendary boogeyman of Dwarvish culture. Legends say that whatever creature is slain by Yrnir, the wielder gains their lifespan to their own. So if you stabbed an elf with this, you would live an additional 750 years.
That's really good.
The sword legendarily also makes it so that the bearer is essentially immune to instant kill effects. Power word kill, immune. Disintegrate, immune. They can't be instantly killed by anything. Except, legend says, if the blade is taken from their hand, then they die.
Basket with that.
Taken but not set
Good luck
down.
taking.
If I like place it down.
A level 3 fighter with a whip and a level 3 battle master with a whip and disarming attack.
Oh no! 20,000 years foiled by a whip.
And silvery barbs.
Okay.
Guess what, bitch boy?
So, we want to do the next room?
Yeah,
The necromancy one. Is that the room with the bones?
You are right. It is the necromancy in Argonesson. You can see that there's a variety of skeletons around here, but the most noteworthy thing is a large mummified heart, wherein are entwined, through the atrium, the ventricles, and everything, are 3 small, equally fossilized, draconic-looking snakes. Beneath is a very long plaque, and I'm going to list this whole thing to you. What you witness before you is known as a scale heart. The dragons of Argonesson are ancient, peerless, and ageless, but they are not immortal. Some of them, in the endless pursuit of the draconic prophecy to parse the mysteries of creation written in the skies and the world, find that boundless time is an insufficient salve to resolve those tireless questions. They resort to necromancy, the foul magic, to make themselves eternal. The exact process is unknown, but the 3 snakes are believed to represent the progenitor dragons, Eberron, Kyber, and Siberius, in a triumvirate balance, stabilizing the body and rendering the user immortal. This particular example was given to our collection by an anonymous benefactor, with an accompanying tome in Draconic as to its purpose and use, which is to the right. The literature analogizes it to be similar to Lichdom, but the present item before us is magically inert, lacking even the trace remnants of the arcane arts found in phylacteries. Does anyone want to do anything else? Make a check? Recall something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to find like a deer skull,
Okay.
and I want to replace Oak's head with a skull and just have like the flowers and vines just kind of split open Oak's head and then just kind of.
The skulls right in front of you are there. There
Yeah.
is a ram, looks like a gazelle, some spooky other looking motherfuckers. You can go ahead and take one.
I'll take the ram's head.
Okay.
So pretty much Oak's head just kind of folds itself into the body in the flat.
Oh, Jesus.
And the viney
Yeah.
flowers just kind of wreath around the head, and then you can see like the undead eyes like fill in where the eyes of the skull.
Perfect. All right.
Just casual.
Now, what does anyone want to do to deduce any other information from this particularly lengthy museum exhibit?
Yeah, that heart.
Yeah.
Can I touch it?
It is inside a glass case, but this one has an opening, so you could technically remove it if you so sought it.
I remove it.
You touch it.
I touch it.
Nothing happens.
I pick it up.
Pick it up. It weighs about 10 pounds.
I give it a little squeeze.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I pocket it.
Okay. Go ahead and add Dragon Heart.
I'll pocket it for shins and giggles. Maybe I'll do something. Can I roll nature on it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what would happen? Would I be able to give this heart to Oak as Oak's heart?
No.
Fuck.
Literally a giant blurb going, the magic that involves this is super complicated and lost to time. Or whatever. But you can dick around with it if you want. Go ahead and give me another nature check as you continue to roll the heart over in your hands. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Alright. There's a kind of primal quality to this artifact. Even among the fossilized remnants, the stone, almost calcified remnants of the snake and the fossil and the heart itself, you can tell that this is connected to something. Something somewhere in some place. It's faint, but there's a weight of tethering to it. Almost like a memory. What?
Is this Ilmara's phylactery?
No.
Okay.
Dangerously close.
That would be amazing. Just
Boot know
Bye.
about this?
Huh?
Does Boot know anything about this?
This is pretty, this is secret dragon knowledge, so no. You wouldn't be
I
privy to
am
this.
gonna make flowers grow along
I think
the
I'm thinking of the
snakes
wrong
and entwine.
You
vines.
tried to cast on it, and the flowers wither away and turn to dust.
on the snakes, not the heart.
Yeah, because the snakes are like intertwined inside the heart.
Yeah, I was gonna have the vines
Wait a minute.
follow the snakes to go through the heart as well.
They wither and fall off in time.
Oh shit.
Alright, anyone want to roll anything else?
Wait.
Oh, with your nat 20, you can tell that religion and arcana would be particularly useful to explore this object with.
Can I do religion at advantage?
No.
Arcana?
I mean, I can
no.
help you out.
Let the wizard do it.
I also got.
Let the artificer do it.
Can I religion check this?
Well, you said you were helping me, so 22.
Okay. Do the religion check really quick.
I
and do
think
it with advantage.
you. I don't know if this was on accident or on purpose, but you definitely told me what this is.
Yeah, I know, because I was shooting the shit when I made it, and I told you about it because I thought it was cool.
Okay, cool.
Because it is cool.
It is cool.
22 Arcana.
You can do that with advantage. Cheek, dude, Christ! Cog is like looking at it, and then Gorell's just like, get out of the way, channel. Alright, so let me read you the Arcana text.
Just post it in chat,
Yeah, sure, there's actually a lot of crap here.
and then Oleander will read it.
This item, while not innately magical, you can tell there's kind of this residual magic to it, and it has tracings of every school of magic on it.
Damn.
Huh.
It does all of these things? Or can you pick one?
It does all of them.
How do I activate it?
You have to cast Identify on it.
Oh, I got identified.
Do you want to identify it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Do
Get
the thing.
fucked.
Alright, now I'm gonna have our two friends here co-op on the horrifying nightmare called Breaking Everything I've Ever Loved and Done. Alright, so Cog and Gorell, you come together to deduce its religious affiliation. There is next to no worship of the progenitor dragons themselves. So this artifact is a bewildering display of faith because it seems to pay homage to them. Or maybe even of a kind of knowledge unknown to the mortal races. To truly unlock the secrets of this, you would have to ask a dragon.
Can we pocket it?
Yeah, no, Orlander is gonna keep it on her person.
Oh, with your nat 20, you do determine one strange thing about this. You can tell that there's a process to it, but it operates similarly to an artifact that you've heard of in legend, the Hand and Eye of Vecna. You'll find out.
Oh, damn. We have a V bad artifact. V bad.
Okay, shall we go off to the next room?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, this is actually pretty fun. This one is called Blood of Vol Artifact Exposition.
Oh,
Strangely, all of the items are missing except for one.
Where is this?
Wait, which room?
It's this one's on the second floor. Don't bother with it. You don't technically need to be in it. There's a lot of plaques in here. There is a single item in here, and it is a night claw. Basically, anyone would vaguely know what these are. It's structurally, it's the lesser equivalent of the Hand of Vecna. It's essentially the severed hand of a lich that is imbued with inherent powers. You do immediately know that attuning to this one in particular, you have to be undead, otherwise you will not attune to it. Huh?
what is it?
It would. You'll find out. Okay.
Oak has a 19 intelligence.
Now the hand is withered and worn, and it bears various sigils, which I'm going to say the cog immediately apprehends as those of the House of Vol, the legendary mark of death. He took an elective. And
All of them. All the
now, anyone here can make an investigation. Actually, cog, make an investigation check with advantage.
Gosh, I'm gonna freaking fail these.
Go ahead.
That's pretty good.
You trace the hand and see the faint tail end of a mark. You scrutinize it a bit further and see that this hand used to bear the mark of death.
You son of a bitch.
This
Oh.
is the hand of one of the House of Vol, the legendary users of the mark of death. A pretty strange artifact to have in this museum, and you believe that the curator didn't know what he had right here on display.
Right, we should take that back to the professor.
Don't touch it.
Oh, I have no intention of touching it, and I mage hand it up and into the bag of holding.
All right, mark down Nightclaw into your inventory. All right, there's two quick little blurbs here, and then there's actually a bunch of pamphlets and some other stuff detailing the religion of the blood of Vol, which venerates this lost house and also a few other weird psychic phenomena. Do you want me to read this off? Or do you want to snag the pamphlets and read it later?
No, we can read it later.
Why not
Right,
both?
later.
Okay, cool. This is the longest blurb of all. It is a page and a half. It's a lot of crap. All right, this is actually the last room, oddly enough. There's a small plaque in here, and the only thing of note in here is that there's a large case, and it is a tree trunk made of silver. And surrounding it are various rocks that are littered with Elvish runes. Who here speaks Elvish?
Me.
I believe I do.
You speak Elvish?
I'm literally an elf.
All right, cool. It'd be weird if you did.
Yes, I also speak Elvish.
Okay.
I think we all speak Elvish.
Nope.
So the Elvish runes on
I
here
took
say
other languages.
the Elvish runes here say, "Blessed be Pachamama, for the woods are her body, and the body is eternal." And then there's another plaque which details the legend of Pachamama. The Aranal elves speak of a creature known as the Pachamama, the mother of the woods. In the earliest throes of history, the Aranal elves were being slain left and right by the giants. But a sprite came from the Blackwood, this is a forest in Aranal, and defended the land from those would-be aggressors and kept the land sweet and full of succor. A few Aranal elves keep homage to Pachamama, but the practice of its veneration is mild. Presented before you is a typical totem of her esteem, a silver trunk representing her bulwark and defense. Anyone want to do anything else?
It's just a representation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nothing
it's like
weird.
a shrine, essentially.
Okay, fair enough.
Can I do a just real quick perception check to make sure there's nothing weird in there? Just
Yeah, sure, go
glancing
ahead.
it over.
Sure, go on. You determine nothing.
Yeah. It's pretty.
Oh, actually, there are two more items in this particular room, and I'm going to get them to you really quick. All right. The other item, and this was entirely for Caholen, and he's totally going to miss out on it, is a small little section that says Thelonian Exposition. There's a small shard, and it is a crystal that is a faint lilac with a pale pink sphere in the center. This face shard contains a fragment of blood from a protagonist, the legendary Fey immortals of Thelania. It is said that only the true bearers of the narrative of the realm can attune to this item. And then the last thing is a large flat plate of black rock inscribed with celestial runes. And there's a small little plaque. Within this container is Rizian Chardolin, a naturally occurring mineral within Rizia renowned for its magically imbuing properties. This particular sample is inert, likely the result of some failed experiment. Partially intact celestial runes give insight as to what it was initially intended to do. And I'm just going to post what the runes say. If you speak celestial, you can read this. That is what it says.
Yeah.
Nope.
I cannot.
You can tell that some of the runes have been worn off. So, capital letters and periods indicate, they're one word and stuff like that. And that's about the cut and dry of it, oddly enough. Well, congrats on getting that one. And then the other ones are various sigils that you have to...
Contain.
Right. Now, we are ready. Do we want to open up the MacGuffin room and then close out for the session, or do we want to do a little bit more of the MacGuffin room?
Yeah, MacGuffin room.
All right, off to the MacGuffin room. So we go downstairs to the ominous green lights where you see the MacGuffin waiting impatiently. So go ahead and scroll down over there. You see there's a stately library. You're going to have to go down a level. Yeah, right there. Everyone's right over there. Okay, let's see here. Now, who is going to open the door to the green room?
Is that the one downstairs?
Can I check
Yeah.
the traps first?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Go ahead and check. Give me an investigation check.
Where's that thieves tool check?
You can check for traps using thieves' tools too. Yeah, just go ahead.
So what is it? It's a dex check.
Yeah, something like that.
Actually, these. I always forget how these damn things work. Proficiency lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability check you make to disarm.
Just do intelligence plus proficiency. That's fine.
Dex. It's dex.
Oh yeah, just do dex plus proficiency. Then that's totally fine.
5, 6, 8. Okay, so then it's the same thing as dex. There you go.
Yeah. All right, perfect. You determine that there are no traps. Jesus Christ, that was horrifying. Everyone just flew in there at once.
Wait, it's this room or this room?
It's that room
The
right
bottom
there.
one
This one?
with
Yep.
stairs.
So you
Oh,
enter the
okay.
room, and you immediately apprehend a pair of broken glasses in front of that small kind of desk. On the desk is a large book, about 2 feet wide by 2 feet long. It is partially open, and it is the source of the mysterious green light in the room. As you actually lock eyes with the book, you see the emerald light begins to coalesce, forming the shape of what is essentially a crystal staircase, which seems to go down to the floor and then walk up right into the book itself. And you feel a voice telling you, please, enter. I welcome new congregants.
I wouldn't enter that.
Mas
Please.
Mosa. Wait, Mas Masu, right?
Yeah.
Mas Masu, what do you think?
I don't know. Something strangely calming about it. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, this seems like a trap.
Please, join me. I mean you no harm.
Insight.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You can't see him, but I guess if you want to read his intonation. Alright, go ahead. Oh god. Oh Jesus.
Let me try an insight.
I got a 7.
Give me a nat 20. Just give me a nat 20 watch. Just give me a nat 20 watch. Oh yeah.
25.
Something about the cadence of this creature is reassuring, and doesn't seem to be anything outwardly menacing.
I enter.
Alright. You
Same.
go up the crystal stair and just walk into the book?
Yeah.
Apocrypha style? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay, good. Alright, who else wants to go in?
I guess I'll follow.
Sneaking in.
If my friends are going, I'm going.
I'm letting all of you go, and then I'm like sneaking
tiptoe.
up the stairs. Like, I don't like this idea at all. Why are we doing this?
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Who is this? That is Boot. And is Boot without their proper art. So let me fix that. There we go. Alright, now you can just read off this. Okay, let me see here. Before you is a stately library with calming, reassuring natural accents. Statues and books lie around in their proper order. To left and right, books. Before them a desk, scattered with papers. The place is eerily clean and pristine. Behind the desk is a door and is shut. What would you all like to do?
Wait for it.
This map is
now
actually
I see
pretty
it
big.
about to load. I see it.
It's a very pretty map. Is this a giant owl on the floor?
It is.
Like it.
Cosmic Owl from Adventure Time.
Right, so you said the door. There's a door in front of it. Or are we already in there?
No, the door's ahead of you. See, there's like a door and it leads into that thing.
All right.
You don't see that though, but you can see it.
yeah.
From
This is a tight ass fucking room.
Gonna
It's all
open the
flowers
door.
and shit.
Yeah, it's
Hell
Art Nouveau. Yeah, it's pretty great.
This is right up Oleander's Avenue, so she is.
Are you missing any
Yeah.
health?
Open the door.
5.
You no longer are. If anyone is missing health, you are no longer missing health.
What about spell slots?
I checked the door.
No.
traps.
Wild shape.
Those come back.
Even spell slots?
No, just the wild shapes.
Ah, sad.
No, no.
Checking
Enter
out
the
this
room.
desk up here.
Oh wait, so we're already in the room.
Yeah, in the room.
Uh,
You're not. There's like a door that separates you from the interior little pond. Does anyone want to make some roll while bubbling around?
Yeah, I rolled
will.
perception. I'm just
Yeah.
I
waiting for
roll
it to load.
religion and history. Can I do both of those?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in
That's
this
a
library. I wanna roll investigation,
perception.
even though
I
that's
see
not
you
bad.
sneaking.
Investigate.
He's just like crouching in the corner. Boot, you determined that this seems to be some kind of sanctuary. You've read books about this. You're employed back in the day.
Why?
This
Why?
one, based off of the environment, seems to be a sanctuary, an oasis for druids contained within this book.
I'm going to relay this information to Oleander.
Oh, perfect.
What's
I'm-
this book?
Or to everybody, I guess, but specifically to Oleander.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking
You gonna go forward?
bound around
Wait.
very giddily.
All right. Are you gonna go through to the top part?
Yeah.
All right. Do you leave the doors open behind you?
Yes.
As you open each door, you open the door, and a faint golden light washes over you. You go forward and open that door, and the light grows brighter. Ahead of you is a large window showing what seems to be a landscape, but it is obscured by 4 paintings. Hold on a second. Where is it?
Ah.
I'm gonna zoom out like crazy for this one. It's a huge map because I had to put on all these fucking stupid paintings on me. All right. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. There are 4 paintings here. 2 on the left, 2 on the right,
Yeah, it used to have this.
and a symbol in the center. We're gonna wait for it to load. This is gonna take a plum minute. Yeah, after this scene, it's gonna introduce the thing, and then we'll be out of here. All right. Before you are these 4 paintings and the symbol. The symbol is in the dead center, and then the paintings are 2 on the left, 2 on the right.
There are 2 sets of us.
Oh yeah, because I put you down first, and I expanded the map, and then I just duplicated you.
Uh-oh.
I will give you. There is a small plaque underneath each one in Druidic. Oh, geez, if only someone could read Druidic. You read the plaques.
No, you got
All right, keep this thing up because I need to remember which one it was. Okay, the top left one has a single plaque underneath it that says "Taking of the Sap of the Ermine Soul." I will put that. I will actually post. Whoops. I will post all of these in chat. If it lets me fucking highlight them. Okay, I'll have to do it in a minute. The top right one says "Giving oneself to the Emerald Calling," and you can see that it's a series of cloaked figures hovering over the partially disembodied body of a man. The bottom left one says "Scornful hell watches our eternal embrace," and then the one on the bottom right is it said "Self spread over several selves."
Sorry.
The only thing here that is a little out of the ordinary is the symbol in the dead center, which shows an eagle perched atop what seems to be a T-shaped symbol. You can zoom in on that one now. I don't need the rest of them because this one's pretty complicated. You see this in the dead center of the room, made of wood and sitting in front of a large glass cylinder. Inside the cylinder is a strange mercurial shape, almost like gas and wind being moved around. Ah, perfect. Okay. You do your religion check and determine that this is clearly some kind of druidic symbol of a sect or clan you've never heard of. Something about it is odd. You can tell that the T shape, the object in the center, is infinitely older than the other things. For example, it looks like that the deer and the eagle were added far more recently than the object was originally created, almost like something in post.
I think this is related to that druid circle that the others saw.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because the self spread across other
Yeah.
selves.
Okay.
So that's just what Boot says to the rest of you.
Any other observation? Okay, here, 1 minute. I have to open up back to the other map. I want everyone to give me a perception check.
Oh, I just did. I got 20.
My
Dirty
nightmare.
Oh, great.
I'm just going to have to load you all onto the map. Let's give it a minute. This map is unfortunately very big, even though there is no stabbing in this, unless you do something really, really, really stupid.
I would like to stab Boots.
You all are looking over the statues, looking at the paintings, examining the artifacts,
Boots, singular.
and you feel a presence behind you. As you turn around, there's a large creature made of gnarled twigs and branches. Actually, let me look up its description. It's a 7-foot tall creature. Its body is composed of tight vines, roots, and leaves, forming the appearance of a person as crudely as possible. At the center, over what you would presume would be his heart, is a single large emerald wreathed in roots and vines and affixed in place. The creature has no face.
Hi.
It gives you a faint curtsy. Welcome, sister.
What's your name?
My name
I'm
is
Oleander.
Wend. Now, what brings you here to my abode?
Oh, we were just trying to we were asked to pick up a book and bring it to an office.
That's
and it
strange.
was in this museum.
I do not recall the keepers requesting anyone to remove me. Oh, are you here with the professor?
Yeah.
Ah. He is stewing now, but he'll be ready soon.
Okay.
Did you come to take the rites as well?
We were just told to pick up a book.
Strange. Are you not here for the leaves to take you?
We were just told to pick up a book.
Would any of you like to answer any questions?
Yeah. We weren't told anything else other than just pick up this book.
Well, if you are not here for the rite, you're welcome to stay, but I must get back to business soon enough.
What do you mean he's stewing?
He was taken by the leaves. Do you not know?
The professor was taken by the leaves.
Taken by the leaves. And he gestures towards the swirling fog that is within the glass container at the front of the room.
What in the hell does that mean?
He answered the emerald calling, and the leaves took him. He shall soon be reshapen against the foes.
Does that mean that the professor was killed by somebody and then
He is
part
not.
of this circle?
He has not been slain. He is still very much alive. He will just simply be turning a different leaf, I suppose is how the gatekeepers used to say it.
But something ended his current form.
No. He ended it himself. I explained the rites to him, and he chose.
Right, can you explain the rights to us then?
Ah, are you not
Are
familiar?
we talking about this? Is he talking about the professor our professor?
No, the guy in charge of the museum is a professor. You know, the glasses are dropped in front of the book. The curator obviously stepped through the book and then got.
Right, yeah.
So we're not talking about the same professor.
No,
That's
it's a
what the
different professor.
insight check was.
Yeah,
determine.
it's a different. You can tell that it's someone
I
else.
will telepathically beam to everyone.
He's talking about a different guy, not the professor who gives us jobs.
Right. Can you explain the rights to us? What exactly does that entail?
I do not quite know the process because the place takes care of it on its own. But the Emerald Calling takes warriors to fend off the Father of Frost, the foul fiend that seeks to freeze the forest of my lord, the man in green. I am his shepherd. I am his guardian. and I am the maker of the men who fight his wars.
Well, I'm not a warrior, but I think I'd love to defend a forest if I could join the Emerald Calling.
Then if you wish, you may step into the chamber, and the leaves will take you, and soon you will be born anew.
I would
It's,
like
it's
to.
literally gonna kill you. You know that, right?
Wait, why would it kill me?
I,
It's gonna kill you, and then you're gonna be reborn as
Why would it
his
kill
lackey.
me?
That's literally what he said.
With my 22 insight, will it kill me?
No, but you won't be you anymore.
Will I still be in the Tontine? Will Oleander still be in the Tontine?
No. You will be conscripted into a Fey war. Also, you can't do it unless you exactly know what is going on. You have to completely consent.
Also, would Caholen be like losing his shit? With
Yeah,
all
this scene was
stuff?
supposed to be for him, but yeah, he would relay to you all that he knows who the Father of Frost is, and he knows who the Man in Green is. They are ancient enemies.
Are they against his lady?
His lady is allied with the Man in Green,
Oh, okay, so he's.
but is
cool here.
not fond of the Father of Frost.
Right.
I want to help defend the forest.
You're really gonna turn yourself into a...
if she tries to go for it, I'm holding her back.
Are you ready to dedicate your life entire to finding the Father of Frost?
This book will be with us. You can just do this when we're done. You know, when you're ready to retire, and it'll rebirth you into whatever the fuck, and you can protect the forest for the rest of eternity after that.
Okay. But
Are you obsessed with killing yourself?
Super sludge funny.
Turning yourself into a weapon of war in an ancient fate conflict beyond your understanding? Just a casual Sunday evening. Alright. What would we like to do? You are welcome to stay, but I must cater to the professor and make sure that he is ready. The leaves take time.
I think we should leave.
God, I want to step into this chamber so fucking bad.
I think we should leave this.
Does Oleander actually want to?
A little, yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
leave it?
Leave it alone.
Why don't you crit this or... Oh my god!
Crit fail.
Yeah, you gotta. like,
She begins walking into the chamber.
How far are you away from me?
I was already way in the front of the room.
is anyone going to stop Oleander from turning themselves?
I am. I haven't moved my person, but I've been up here too.
Alright, what do we want to do here? You see the creature known as Wind step before the chamber and embrace you tenderly and go, Sister, is this what you wish?
yeah, I want to
defend-
defend the forest.
Can I?
The green glade, the land of summer, the wonder of our Lord.
She doesn't know what she's doing here.
I am
Hmm.
casting lightning lore.
No.
Lightning lure?
I'm going to try. It does a little bit of damage to you, but it pulls you 15 feet to me.
Can I have Oak intercept that?
Yeah, if you want. Reaction gets in
She
the way.
doesn't know what she's doing
Hmm.
with this.
Right,
You
technically
haven't,
she
she
can't
isn't
consent, right?
understanding what you're trying to tell her. She doesn't know.
I can tell from your heart that you are not yet ready for the Emerald Calling.
Thank fuck.
You are simply driven by folly and fancy. I can tell that you are easily distracted. He flashes a hand, and you see in the corner some bright lights start to pop off in the distance, kind of shattering over the ceiling. Or not.
I'm not a kid. I'm an adult now.
How old are you, young one?
I'm 18.
That is not very old. The professor
Immediately trying to join the
Was
draft.
103. He was a young buck by elf standards, but
Oh, he is a youngin'.
Yeah.
even then, he had years on his bones. And sometime you will come here and you will be drawn to that thing by instinct.
But if I join when I'm young, then I can give more years to the cause.
Only those who are strong are taken by the leaders. The professor was wise in his years. He knew much, and he shall assist us in the fight against the Frost Father.
Right, it seems like what he's saying is you just get a bit stronger and then they'll take you, yeah?
Okay. I just think I'm strong enough now.
What makes you think that?
I have oak. I can make flower friends. I can heal. I can increase people's stamina with nature.
You see the creature pause for a moment, and you can tell that there are a variety of flowers and other things in the room, and they are in various stages of blooming. The creature pauses for a moment, and the
I
area.
will wave my hands and make everything bloom and grow brighter.
Oh. How? It grows brighter. He looks at you and gives you a faint nod. It's like, that is pleasant, but it is a parlor trick amongst our kind, and you know. Show me more.
What is the biggest motherfucking plant I could turn into?
You're just
Turn into-
obsessed with turning
Turn
yourself
into a plant.
into a horrifying soldier of druidic dragon. God, taken by the leaves. What is your next character? Why are you so desperate to kill this character?
I will turn into a thorn slinger, a large, massive plant.
Impressive. Very impressive. Also, you do not expend a wild shape where you injure.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you just do it.
I'll turn into this massive thing of thorns and vines. And telepathically tell him, I am strong and capable, and I'll have Oak get into a fighting stance. And I'll go, and I can prove it to you if you want.
That is not you. That is a corpse that you have given false life. I can sense that you will not desist. So please, enter and be taken by the leaves. But know that if you fail, you will be broken. And I will not heal such foolishness.
I'm strong, I can heal myself.
Enter. Get taken by the leaves.
I'm gonna roll a D100.
No, it's give me a con save while you're in there, and then that will
No,
determine
this
the
will determine whether or not she actually does walk in.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna try to intercept if you do.
Same here.
No one's getting turned into a druid Ted Kaczynski while we're here.
I'm just gonna make a new character though.
Alright, go ahead.
This is just Opal 2.
Jesus Christ. Alright, go ahead. That's what I get for like, hey, here's a chamber that turns into a super soldier.
She's gonna walk in?
Alright, you walk in,
Lightning
contact.
Intercept. Gonna intercept.
Oak is gonna stop anyone from stopping her.
Then I'm gonna stop Oak.
Well, then I'm
Alright,
walking in.
we're going into fisticuffs then, I guess.
Well, I was gonna say, because hold on, you lightning lure.
Uh huh.
Oak was gonna get in the way
I
of that,
had
so
it
you.
held. I was holding it
grab
just in
that.
case.
You're gonna grab a fucking thorn slinger.
Yes.
A large plant.
Yes. I spend an action while I'm running to
Oh, that is unfortunate for you.
to change
To
into
try
my
and get
guardian.
away, because if he even touches you, you adhere to him.
Can I disconnect one of my limbs to keep him pinned to the ground as I walk in?
That would be like removing your arm.
Well, can I... Pretty much, with the adhesive blossoms, I just want the blossoms... I want to, like, throw a blossom that catches him.
Okay then.
Well-
Give me an attack roll then. And then, see what you got here, buddy. That did not hit.
No.
He keeps on trucking and he grabs you.
You're getting pulled in.
Can I?
Oh, you both
no,
are
no,
going
no,
in?
no, no. Hold on. Hold on.
Alright, go ahead and roll initiative then, really
Oh,
quick.
God.
Me too.
Yeah, everyone. Because apparently this is what we're doing now.
There's
It'll
no
just-
active encounter.
It'll just be a quick little thing where they'll encounter this lichen lich and nothing dumb will happen. And then, of course, something dumb happens. Alright, go ahead and roll.
Fuck. I keep rolling shit. Well, I guess I might be pulled
I
in.
think I'm going first.
Noros goes first. What do you want to do, Noros? You got, just give yourself a random third level, actually second level spell. You don't have any of those yet.
I would like to.
Actually, no, it'd be third. Forget it. You do have those.
It's a cantrip, so it doesn't really matter.
Alright, what do you want?
I would like to cast Lightning Lure.
Okay.
Or technically, I'm gonna move like 3 feet.
Is that
up, so I'm
medium or
within-
smaller?
Is it medium or smaller?
Because I'm technically a large creature right now.
It doesn't say.
Let me look at lightning lure. It says a strike a creature of your choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just have to make a strength save against your spell DC.
Yep.
And yours, I think, is 16.
It is indeed.
I make that strength save. Let's see what
As
I
the
got.
lasher, so what is the.
It's a +1.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright.
And then I still have all the boons from my items, so that would be another plus. And then. 19.
Alright, well.
Alright. Now it is going to be Garal's turn. What do you want to do? What that wizard going to
I
do?
would still like to move a little bit closer.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I didn't even say if I was gonna stop you. I just I wanted to intercept.
And now you're stuck. And now
Were you gonna stop me?
No. I was going to like speak to you like personally, say, "Hey, are you really going to do this?"
And she would have said yes.
Okay, and then I would have let you. But okay. Let's
Oh,
do
okay.
this.
Well then,
Okay.
well
Alright,
then,
we
yeah.
wanna go
She
back
just
to-
fucking
It was-
walks in. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, this is fun. Okay, whatever.
And then I'll just like
I
I'll
want to
wish you
stop
well. I'll hand you like a flower.
All right, I guess we'll just do that then. All right, so you walk in.
Yeah.
Wait.
What's up?
Would the anchor token anchor them to the ground? The feather anchor token that I have, or is it only work
Oh, I
for
think
ships?
I think that only works on ships. Let me like double check here.
Good luck.
Or, yeah, it says you touch a token to a boat or a ship. So unless
Thanks.
you turn them into a boat.
And I'll just
They're made of
I'm
wood.
just gonna like hand you a flower.
I will grab it in my thorny, weird hand, and just absorb it into myself.
And then I'll step to the side. That's all I wanted to do.
I almost
Okay.
said corpse.
Here's how this works, buddy.
Step to the side.
DC 15, 1 saving throw apiece. A strength, a dex, a con, and a whiz, a charisma.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta pass all of them.
That's a pass. That's a pass.
That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a pass. That's a pass.
All right, so you're even. Give me D100. Because this determines how good you're going to go. And
It's fucking insane.
hold on a second. I actually,
I don't think I've ever seen a straight up 100.
wait, did you? I can't believe it. You fucking did it. You rolled a 100. You won the game. Let me do one last thing here before I tell you what horrifying thing fucking happened to you. Hold on a second. Okay. As you go in, you enter, and leaves begin to course around your body, almost suffocating and enveloping you. And you feel your body undergoing almost metamorphosis. And you feel that things are going awry. Some of the leaves begin to brown and fall off your body, but they're replaced with other, fresher, greener leaves, and this process continues until the chamber is just filled with leaves. Just leaves and leaves and leaves and leaves. And you feel a presence alighting upon your mind. And you got a 25 here on your goddamn wisdom. And you understand the presence to be the man in green. He comes. And he's like, greetings and salutations, young one. Why have you decided to join my vineyard?
Nothing is more important than nature. If nature is lost, then we are lost. The world ends when nature ends. And if there's a war to be fought to save it, that's a war worth fighting. And I'm willing to give myself to that cause. Fully, mind, body, and spirit.
There are many already among the vineyard, those that march in the glades and the glens, ready to do the green work of my service. But I can see that you have spirit, and I shall reward this. Now, let me look up what the fuck this. There's one weird UA Warlock perk that specifically comes from the man in green. One. And you're gonna fucking get it. Oh, found it.
Question: do I have to make a new character?
No.
Oh.
Did you want to?
I mean, I think it'd be fun.
Well,
If
you
only
got
I
a D100, and now I'm rewarding the D100 and the stupidity.
Okay.
Alright. The Green Lord oversees a verdant realm of everlasting summer. You know your soul is now linked to that power. Whenever you regain hit points, you treat any dice rolled to determine the hit points gained as having rolled the maximum. Whenever you heal yourself, it is always max. Always.
Can you DM that to me?
Freaking
Holy
nuts!
shit. Just always max heal. Alright.
Yeah.
That's legit.
There's UA Eldritch Invocations.
I'm gonna Ian.
And that's is that only if
Ian,
she
I'm gonna
heals
PM
herself?
something to you.
Only yourself.
Okay.
If it applied to other people, then I would just give up.
No, I'm saying, does it apply if someone else heals her?
Or short rest.
Whenever you regain hit points. Look.
So
right there.
okay.
Whenever you regain hit points.
Ian, I am
Oh,
PMing
shit.
you something.
Sure.
So anytime even someone else heals you, you get maximum healing.
Short rest.
Yeah, short
Heal.
rests.
You could just choose short rest. What's that?
I'm PMing you something.
Sure.
Yeah, because cure wounds. That's so you'd get 8. I think
8
you get
plus,
healed. Plus your spell
modifier.
modifier. Yeah.
You emerge.
Hang on.
Right. Oh,
I want you to read my PM before you.
let me see what I got here.
Prayer feeling. 16 straight health.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll do that after the game.
No.
Oh, you're typing
I'm
the other
about
thing,
to.
too.
I'm typing something right now.
Yeah, okay. Poopy toes.
That's what I was laughing
You're
about
looking
earlier.
at, yeah.
The elf slur for giants is fat head.
So, like,
Yeah. Totally.
dastardly.
Go ahead and narrate what happens when the door opens.
Fathead.
Oh my god. That's wait, I'm gonna type what happened.
And I'm gonna choose my. I already know what race I'm gonna change to.
Are you reincarnating?
No.
Wait, read what I just said.
Okay. Let me pull it up on my phone. So no
Oh
one
my
else
god,
can
are
read
you
it.
being made into an actual thing?
An actual what?
Like, because you were made in a lab.
A real
Real boy!
The Green Lord rewarded you for your go
Is this
ahead.
a Pinocchio type
Okay.
deal?
So the chamber opens and out steps a fearbulk, adorned in
War
bark,
medals.
adorned in barken heavy armor, or medium armor made of bark and shells and bones. They wear the skull. It's a skull that looks almost identical to the one that's fused onto oak. And
Assuming Oak withered and died when you were there. Like when you went in.
oh yeah, oak would have just like.
So there's just a skull.
Oh yeah, oh nice.
And there's like these large flowers covering her armor, and she steps forward. She pulls off the helmet and tucks it under her arm, and she looks around at the lot of you, and a large grin grows across her face, and she goes, my hang on, what voice? My no.
Keep the original voice. It's gonna
No.
be funny in purple.
My allies. It's been a century since I've seen you all. And she'll walk over to whoever is closest
I think that would be Cog.
and give you just this big ass fucking bear hug.
Sick.
Right, who in the hell's that?
Thing.
Wend turns to you and goes, that would be Oleander. It seems they fought, and they fought well.
Right, I'm not even gonna try and understand that.
You've changed.
Haircut?
I changed for the better. Hmm? You're a stronger woman,
I'm glad you're back.
smarter, faster, quicker on the draw.
Insane.
I like this.
Good old Thelonian Mysteries. All right, I believe that is where we are going to close it out for today. So I don't think we can beat somebody doing 100 years of hard combat in the
In an
Feywild.
instant. Legit.
Take care, everybody.